All right. I am actually decently early again. I mean, yet last time on Monday I wasn't early, but now I'm like 15 minutes early. It just worked out that way. Let me notify the Discord so they know what's going on. Let the homies know. Let the homies in on the fun. Hi TT. I got my dog in the room for once. He woke up when I started talking. I wonder if you can say. You want to say hi to the VOD watchers? Come on, TT. Say hi. Oh. Good boy, Dio. Alright. I don't know if that picked up, but he did a little sniff. Nobody's watching right now, so that was for all the VOD watchers. Okay. Let me get that open. Alright, so we are early. Oh, I don't have simming to do. That's right. I start early on 5SSW streams because of the simming. But Coastal Zone, we don't have any simulating to do because Coast to Coast is in 2 days. Nobody's double booked, so we're good on that front. But yeah, basic standard 4-week build until Surf Slam. We're doing the build and Surf Slam on this stream. So that's what's happening. Don't need to move it to Sunday like last time. Shout out to whoever liked the stream 3 seconds in. I appreciate that. Alright, cool. Cool. Oh, there goes the puppy. Hey, buddy, you exploring? Yeah, you're not in this room very often. Did you want to stay? Did you want to stay in here, or do you want to leave? Don't just stand in the middle of the room. I don't know what you want. Oh, this poor guy. He's not used to being in here. Paige Croft, oh no, someone challenged her on booking. Alright, BCG Test of Champions was fun. Yoshinaka Taku, young Taku push. Who would have predicted? Me. I would have predicted. Finley defeated Rokumon to retain the title. Okay. That guy quit. I don't know who you are. Frosher staying with the SWF. That's a shame. I would have liked Frosher. We've actually got... There's a couple of... You freaking out back there, Theo. Okay, I think he wants to leave. Give me a second. Let me open the door for you. Do you want to stay in here? I can't have you sniffing around. I don't want you picking up like a bottle cap or something and choking. You either stay in here and you fall asleep or you go. He can't make up his mind. Miko in the house. What's up, Miko? Do I have the chat on? I didn't look. I was distracted. My dog was distracting me. Yeah, see, you're right at the garbage can, Titi. I can't have you sniffing over there. You went closer to... Okay, Titi. Get over here, buddy. Get over here. No, don't hide under the desk. Chase around my... Oh, you do want to leave? Okay. Bye, Titi. Alright. Tried to have Theo on the stream. Didn't work. Hello, Jerome. Alright. So, 2 notes. In the middle of the stream, I'm sure you could gather. I just let you out, for fuck's sake, buddy. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. You left for 2 seconds and scratched on the door? Oh yeah, now you're gonna sit and go to sleep like a good boy? I love you, Theo. I love you, TT. Okay. So, as you could probably guess, at some point during the stream, I'm gonna have to go AFK for maybe 5 minutes, depending on if people show up. I might have to open the garage. So that's just a heads up. That might happen in the middle of the stream. And, yeah, at another point during the stream, I'm going to hide the screen because I'm going to make signings and they're going to be completely secret. So, fuck. Alright, Frankie Boys join SciShow. Is that a problem? Dogs are protesting Hoshiko Tagawa's book. I don't bury her. She's on the most, like, successful 4-person act in the company. 64 eats poo, Ben. That's low even for you. That's childish for even for you. Alright. EP1. Okay, so we've got one match pre-booked for Coast to Coast. I'm making these notes for my intros later. El Jaguar and Luis Jr. versus Going Coastal pre-booked. And, I was gonna do something else. I can't remember. I can't remember what else I needed. Honestly, I think we're good. I think we might be good. So many people are mad, and I just started this save. So many people are mad already. I think we're good. I didn't think I needed anything else. Alright, no one gets the night off. True to Georgians always feed their... I already fed them. What do you mean? I fed my dogs. It's like 8 o'clock. It's 8 at night. They've gotten their... I'm not gonna say the word or else he's gonna freak out, think he's getting another meal. Let's see. What do I have in terms of main events on these upcoming shows? Honestly, I don't know if I need to finish. I don't know if I need a finish. I think we prioritize angles. Frankie Boy, bit of a gamble. American Flash, near certainty. Maybe, I got 221. Just one. Alright, look at that. Safe bet. Oct 25. Okay, but honestly, let's go for angles. Harrison Hash's render is funky. He's mogging real hard. I will take a look at that. I am very interested on Harrison Ash Mog. Frankie Perez likely to succeed. That works. Perez, or I guess Frankie P. Nav 13. Yeah, just fucking more angles, I guess. That's not how you spell angle. Angle, Oct 12. And then let's go, let's go one character idea. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna waste that on Frankie Boy. He doesn't need the momentum. How is our hero Carlos Barrera gonna get booked today? You're gonna find out. I'm not spoiling shit. He kind of looks like Jackson Drake. I don't know who that is. I know that name, but it's also a very generic name. Is he like a Rev Pro guy? Oh shit, he is. No, he's not. Is he? He's got the WWE ID. Can he buy alcohol with that? Who is this? He's in NXT? Oh, he was in DPW. That's how I know his name. I do know this guy. I do know him. He's not Rev Pro. Just because Ben's British means everybody he talks about is Rev Pro. Yeah, DPW. I do know who he is. Thank you, T. I didn't even read that. I was so proud. I'm skipping through these. Why am I skipping through these? Fox Mask and Fox Mask 2. No. We're gonna open forum. Look at that. Look at that. Seth Whitehead has to do one job, and he's already fucking upset. He's very mad that he had the job one time. Okay. So, yeah, we have one match pre-booked for this Coast to Coast. El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr., they've been teaming up pretty frequently on the last... Sorry. On the last, tapings. So, they're main eventing tonight, because that's a fun match. But opening the show, we're going to do some... oh, that's what I forgot. That's what I forgot. Okay, I have some stables to show you guys. I have some stables and stable logos to show you guys. Okay, add that to the notepad. Alright, stable logos. Alright, I need to add those. Okay, so, I finally come up with it. Some of you came up with some really good names for the Fox & Co. group. And I was gonna go with the Coastal class. However, it didn't sound right. It didn't sound right. It sounds nice, but it didn't sound right at the same time. It didn't feel like a proper stable name to me. So I went with the Coastal Kings. Very close to the Coastal Clash. Shout out to Jerome. That is a good name, but I preferred the Coastal Kings because Foxmask used to be the king of the Coastal Zone. So they are the Coastal Kings. I look at that right on cue. Ben in the chat talking about the Coastal Kings. So I have the Coastal Kings, and I also have, they debuted on the pay-per-view and the Coast to Coast before. Zell Quinn has the Q Crew. It sounds stupid because it's supposed to be stupid. They're supposed to sound like a bunch of fucking nerds. So we have the Q Crew, which are Zell Quinn, Eureka, LaBelle, and Onslaught. And Eureka, LaBelle, and Onslaught, the gimmick is going to be the only reason they're doing Zell Quinn's bidding is so that they get booked. Because they want exposure. They were treading water, so they want exposure, so they're going to put up with Zell Quinn's fucking bullshit. So I will add these to the forum page probably tomorrow at some time. Maybe like tomorrow afternoon. But yes, these are we have the Q Crew and the Coastal Kings. Preserving history, that's their motto. The nerd, that sounds like a slur. I'm not saying that. That's too close to a slur. Okay, but yeah, Coastal Kings. So we're all that to say that we're opening with a Coastal Kings match. We're opening with the Apex Twins versus Foxmask 2 and Mask Cougar. So this is gonna go. I need to turn off fucking low power mode. My phone keeps shutting off. Alright, turning off low power mode. Okay, so this is going 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Foxmask 2 can get the victory because he's a loser. I thought Quinn and Heartbreaker were the incels. They were just an alliance. It's definitely not a slur, but I'm scared that I'll botch it. Quinn and Heartbreaker were never an official team. They were just teaming up for like a month or two. They were never an official team. We just called them the incels to save time because their two feuds kept intertwining. But they are not an official team. So this can be the steal the show. Open. They are not calling this shit the Apex Twins. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. So that's how we open the show. We're then going to do Foxmask introduces themselves as the Coastal Kings. There's no way he's scratching at the door again. There's no way. He scratched at the door to get out of the room, and now he's scratching at it to... Oh, my God. He's just got to deal with it. He's got to stay in here. Fucking Theo. Oh, my God. Do you want in or out, buddy? I'm not leaving the door open. I don't want the whole house to hear my stream. If he scratches at the door to come back in, he's staying out there. That's his punishment. Self-induced solitude. Okay, so yeah, that's essentially what he does. Foxmask introduces them as the Coastal Kings. And then Foxmask is like, Mask Cougar has earned a world title shot after what happened at the pay-per-view. And American Flash comes out and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? What did he do? What did he do? Yeah, he can't even hold his life together. How's he gonna hold a friendship together? How's he gonna hold a friendship with another human? Okay, so yeah, American Flash comes out and he's like, that's bullshit, you guys cheated, you didn't earn shit. Foxmask 2 runs after him, Tony DeWonderful comes out, he intimidates, and then that's the angle, is Foxmask tries to give his boy a title shot, American Flash calls bullshit, that's the story. There we go. Fucking not improvised. No way is this improvised. I'll improvise, but they won't. Alright, then I got a El Jaguar and Luis Jr. promo. They're just hyping up the main event, essentially. Like, this is our real shot to show CZCW what we can provide as a team. That's it. That's the angle. Character development. Works for me. This will be in the back. Pre-taped. Yes, I would like to save part 1. No, I didn't make those changes just to not... Alright. Alright. Now we're going to do a singles match between... I knew it. Went downstairs just to yap. That's all these dogs do is yap, yap, yap. Frankie versus Swipe. Clean finish. Frankie goes over naturally. And then Frankie's essentially like, Frankie thinks he should get a world title match. So essentially the story I'm trying to put off here is that there's really a vacuum in the world title scene right now. There hasn't been really a pure number one contender set. So hello Big John Collector's Cards, how are you? There hasn't been really a challenger made. So Frankie Perez is like, look, if Foxmask says that Masked Cougar should get the title shot, and he couldn't even win his match on his own, then, like, why the fuck don't I get a title shot? I deserve it more than them. That's essentially what he's saying. Script that. Tease. Dogs are the MVD of this stream so far. What is that? What does the MVD mean? Alright. And then we have a promo from Seth. Seth says the loss was just a minor setback. No. He's like, look, I'll be honest, yeah, I got a bit ahead of myself. I underestimated. Most valuable dog, yeah. Yeah, they are. I love them. He's like, look, I'll be honest, I underestimated Frankie Boy, but I'm still the most qualified and best person on this roster. The pay-per-view, Welcome to the Coastal Zone, was just a minor setback. At Surf Slam, I will be the champion. I don't care what the rest of these people are saying. Fucking Masked Cougar, American Flash, Frankie Perez, none of them are going to get a fucking match before I get a rematch. So that we've signed a new woman. That is what we've done. So we cut backstage and we see Joanna Silver just kind of hanging out. A minor setback. Joanna Silver's hanging out, talking to Hugh Day-Ask. We can't really see what's going on. But when a new woman shows up in CZCW, who else but Heartbreaker is gonna be there to pry on the prey? So we get a backstage angle where Heartbreaker is kind of like seen just like looking at them through a window, and then he sees the camera and he runs away. So Heartbreaker is back at it again. Fresh meat, and I don't like that term. Oh, that's too far. Fresh meat's a bit far. But you know, new prey. Oh no. Foreshadowing. Oh god, foreshadowing. Backstage, pre-taped. These Coastal Zone rings, you know, I'm not sure they're legal, you know. Probably why I lost one. Yeah, he's not used to these indie rings. He's not used to them. He's used to the comfy padded rings in TCW. So we have a 3v3 where Komodo Dragon and Aviation are gonna take on the Q Crew. Onslaught and Eureka LaBelle, they're gonna be called Wasted Potential. They're newer guys in quotes. Like, Onslaught's been here for a few years now. Eureka's been here for 3 years. Their whole gimmick is going to be, like, they haven't lived up to expectations. So they're aligning with Zell. So that's why they're called Wasted Potential. I don't know. It sounded indie-rific to me. But we got the Q Crew. Q Crew coming at you. Zell Quinn can get the victory. Over Komodo Dragon. Open clean. Book that. Cool. Alright, then we have the Q Crew. Intro to the Q Crew. Where Zell Quinn, essentially, he's like, yeah, these guys help me win because they understand what's going on. They understand the value I bring to this company. Onslaught and Eureka LaBelle, they help me win, so I'm going to help them out. And, they're gonna get the World Tag Team titles under my watch. Nobody's gonna be able to stop us. And then a one-armed Johnny Perez comes running out from the back, and he chases them off. And he says he vows to get another match with Zell because last time they wrestled, Onslaught ran in, They used the arm. They broke it again. And Johnny Perez wants revenge. 2 minutes also. All these are going to be 2 minutes because nobody can cut a promo here. Tease. Sure. I wrote in my notes, the Going Coastal have a promo here. And all I wrote was, they say they're done with incels. I don't really know what their promo's gonna be. I guess it's just gonna be like hitting the refresh button. I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna talk about. I gotta figure that out. Generic as shit. It is absolutely generic as shit. Alright. Semi-main's gonna be Tigre versus Snapdragon Jr. New Extreme Champion Tigre Salvaje Jr. versus Snapdragon Jr. Not for the Extreme title. It's going 10 minutes. Tigre. Incels are bad. I agree. Yeah, not for the Extreme title. Alright, then we get Carlos comes out. Carlos says Tigre was the better man, but he will get his title back. Alright. So he's like, I'm gonna use my rematch clause. I guess that's a thing. We're gonna use a rematch clause. He says he will get a rematch at the pay-per-view. Another 2 minutes. Hype. Scripted. He admits that Tigre was the better man, but rematch he won't be. Then we got a match announcement. #1 contenders match for the tag titles pre-booked. Has Tigre been improving with the ring? In the ring with the push you've been giving? Dude, he's been good. He's been real good. Is there any younger wrestlers that would make a good tag partner for Heartbreaker? No. No one can save him. Dude, Tigre's really good, though. Tigre is really good. I don't know who would team with Heartbreaker. It's kind of hard. Because it'd also be character assassination for whoever I team with him. So, he's just going solo until I can find another incel. Yeah, but no, Tigre's giving me great ratings, so I gave him the Extreme title. So yeah, we got a match announcement where it's going to be a 2 versus 2 versus 2 hype video. It's going to be Bullseye, Waylon Walls, Gangster Nation versus Wasted Potential versus the California Dreams. Winner gets the tag title match at the pay-per-view. Book that. And then we have an announcement from Sean McFly where he essentially addresses Sean McFly addresses the vacuum in the world title scene. Okay, so essentially Sean's gonna address the fact, he's like, look, in my eyes, nobody has truly earned a world title match against Frankie Boy for Surf Slam yet. But on the next show, I promise I will figure it out. I will announce on the next show what we're doing in regards to the world title at Surf Slam. So he's making this announcement from his office. Sean McFly, working the crowd. Book segment, yes. Main event, fun main event, add to booking sheet. This is going 20 minutes. El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr., unsurprisingly, do not get the victory here. Luis can take the fall. Open, called, slow build, clean. You gotta find someone as low as Heartbreaker, which might be impossible. Exactly. It's hard. I'm not against putting him in a team or anything. It's just, I don't want to assassinate anybody else's character yet. Maybe if someone really starts pissing me off, and then that's where we get the team. But yeah. So that's our main event. But we don't end the show there. We end the show with Frankie Boy in the ring. And he's holding up his titles tall when Aldous Blackfrere shows up in CZCW to challenge for the COTT World Championship. Frankie Boy gets a new challenger for the COTT Championship. Aldis Blackfur is here. He is really fucking good. I'd sign him full-time if he wasn't in IPW. I want to hold back. I want to restrain myself from signing people in COT to full-time deals just for, like, role-playing purposes. But, yeah. So we are going to have, challenging him at the pay-per-view, we are going to have Aldis Blackfur versus Frankie Boy Fernandez. We'll say that he earned a #1 contenders match on IPW. Current IPW World Champion versus current Coastal Zone Champion for the COTT title to main event. Maybe not main event. I don't know what's main eventing the pay-per-view, but it's at least semi-maining. I think it should be a young, naive chick who the other woman in CZCW keep trying to warn her about Heartbreaker, but she is too naive to see how sleazy he is. Fresh meat? Dude. Oh, dude, that's fucked. I kind of love it. Oh, no. I could do the fresh meat storyline. Ooh. Maybe. Let's do that Frankie angle here. Or no, I can save the Frankie angle. Let's do a big gamble here. No, we're doing a big gamble with the Q Crew. The Q Crew are fuck me. Big gamble are the Q Crew. There they are. They're definitely a big gamble. If I've ever seen one. What else do I have? Do I have any other? American Flash isn't wrestling. Frankie Boy, bit of a gamble. He's in the main event. It's not worth it. Carlos isn't in a match. All these are bit of a gamble. Let's go, fuck it, semi-main. Creative finish on the semi-main. Fucking why not? Go for it. Bit of a gamble. Is this the... Yeah, no, we'll do the September one. You creepy cunt heartbreaker. Oh, no. Luis Montero's being used too much on the show. Oh, because of his promo. Oh, what a shame. Fuck. Okay. Oh, did I pre-book that for fucking Coast to Coast? I did. That's happening at Surf Slam. I can't move it. Oh, well. What if... Can I edit it? I can modify it. So that it's our 2v2v2. I could do that. So, who's in our 2v2v2? It's going to be Wasted Potential, Gangster Nation, and the California Dreams. Okay. We'll just move them around. We'll change it. Yes, I'm aware I've changed the booking. I just fucking did it. So it's at the pay-per-view where we'll see Aldis versus Frankie Boy. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm aware. Alright. So Luis is being used too much on the show. I don't want to fucking sacrifice the show for Luis Montero Jr. Sorry, guys, your promo's getting cut. Your promo is getting cut. I'm sorry. Had to. Had to. Let's give 2 more minutes to the Going Coastal promo then. Surf Slam music vid to Surf Wax America by Weezer. I mean, I probably would. I probably would do that. That's probably the exact song I would pick. Yeah, let's go for it. There we go. Official. That will be the official theme song. Weezer will be canon in the Seaverse, guys. Alright. Hide the YouTube chat for the fucking non-VOD watchers. They're not capable of the YouTube of the live chat. They can't handle it. Alright. Let's get into this show. Let's go. Alright, so we kick things off with the Apex Twins versus the Coastal Kings. They do have an official name now. I will show you the full picture later because I do have a second stable logo to show you. But yeah, we kick off this first edition of Coast to Coast in this episode with the team of Foxmask 2 and Mask Cougar getting the victory against the Apex Twins in 12 minutes and 2 seconds when Foxmask 2 got the pinfall victory overgave Apex. This was a good, fun opener. 52, Mask Cougar had a great performance. Everyone else did mid because they're young. But yeah, good way to kick off the show. And after that, we have Fox Mask join the ring with his two proteges. I don't know if Mask Cougar would count as a protege, but you know what I mean. His two colleagues, and he officially introduces themselves as the Coastal Kings. They are here to preserve the history of CZCW, essentially just everything that Fox Mask has been fighting for since he showed up in this save. And just kind of officially giving them a name in branding for the live audience. And he calls Mask Cougar, he says that Mask Cougar at the beginning of the year, he got a match for the CZCW World Championship, and he came up short. But a lot has changed since January, and now that Mask Cougar is underseen by Fox Mask, he has earned a rematch for the world title. After beating American Flash at the pay-per-view, he has earned a rematch for the world title, but American Flash comes out and he says, this is complete bullshit. You guys cheated in that victory against me. That victory meant absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah, you got the win, but if that's your, if that's your plea for the world title, then that's absolutely pathetic. And Fox Mask sends his young protege, Fox Mask 2, to shut him up with his fists. And as Fox Mask 2 goes running up the ramp, he is cut off by Tony DeWonderful, who lays him out with a clothesline. American Flash and Mask Cougar then charge the ring, but Fox Mask and Mask Cougar retreat very quickly after that. So yeah, Fox Mask is now turning his attention to the world title, but will American Flash even allow the Coastal Kings to get that world title shot in a 42 rated segment? Our next match is Frankie Perez versus Swipe Romero, because this was fun, I guess. Goes only 9 minutes and 43 seconds when Frankie Perez defeats Swipe in with the P clutch. And essentially, we have a third person calling their shot for the world title. Frankie Perez kind of echoes what American Flash was saying when he was like, look, yeah, if Mask Cougar feels like he's earned a world title shot, and American Flash, I guess, is also putting himself in that victory, then how come the guy that actually got a legitimate singles victory at the pay-per-view isn't getting in this conversation? If anybody deserves a world title rematch, it's me. I took out Zell Quinn against all the odds. He had two guys backing him up. I only had my brother with a broken fucking arm. If anybody's getting a world title shot, I'm making sure I'm getting it before those two. So essentially, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to emphasize that right now, in the fallout of Welcome to the Coastal Zone, there is this kind of vacuum in the world title scene. Nobody's really properly earned a world title shot, and just a bunch of our top names all feel that they have earned and deserve to be in that spot. So a 62 rated promo by Frankie Perez, and then we cut to the back where we have another person saying that they deserve a shot at the world title, and it's Seth Whitehead. Seth Whitehead, he's cutting a promo from the back, and he says essentially like, what does he say? He's like, I'll admit, I underestimated Frankie boy. He beat me. He gave me my first loss in CZCW, but that doesn't mean anything. I got ahead of myself. Frankie boy didn't beat me. I lost. He didn't win. I lost. All right. That match at Welcome to the Coastal Zone meant absolutely nothing. I still have by far the best win-loss record in CZCW this year. Nobody has been able to touch me except him. So when I get a rematch at Surf Slam, he's not going to be able to beat me that time. 52 for that promo. With how much I stuttered, I'm surprised they gave it a 52. Fucking Jesus. And we cut to the back where we see Joanna Silver and Hugh Day-Ask. They're talking in their locker room. They're just talking to each other. Boyfriend and girlfriend stuff. When the camera zooms out and we see Heartbreaker. He sees a new woman in CZCW. She wasn't at ringside for the Lumberjack match, so it's likely Joanna Silver has not met Heartbreaker yet. And Heartbreaker has not met Joanna Silver yet. And he is seen just kind of watching Joanna Silver and Hugh Day-Ask from the window of their locker room. And maybe it's a really bad idea that this locker room has a window, but it's not our venue. I didn't design it. But once Heartbreaker realizes there's a camera on him, he scurries away and he runs away. And yeah, Heartbreaker's just kind of back at it again, guys. He's just continuously being a fucking weirdo. 47 for this stalking segment. We then have Onslaught, Eureka LaBelle, and Zell Quinn winning a trios match against Komodo Dragon and Aviation. These two men have helped Zell Quinn in the past couple shows, and as you can see, they are their own stable, and they call themselves the Q Crew. It's gimmicky, yes. It looks stupid, yes. That is the point. They're a gimmicky and dorky group, and the whole point is to service Zell Quinn. So Zell Quinn announces that these two guys that he's teaming with, they're a team full-time now as well. They're two guys that were underutilized, that were not properly seen by the people that need to be seeing them, and they are going to embrace this and call themselves Wasted Potential. That is their team name. And they see the light, and that light is me. They understand the value that I will bring to CZCW and by proxy to them. More eyes on me equals more eyes on CZCW equals more eyes on them. And they've spent the past years in CZCW overlooked and overshadowed by has-beens and nobodies and stupid faces, and that's not happening anymore. You see? They are going to get a World Tag Team title shot. I promise you that. I will do everything in my power. They helped me out. I'll help them out. Wasted Potential, mark my words, will win the tag team titles before long. But I need to win some gold myself. And after I embarrassed the Perez brothers in the past couple weeks, yeah, Frankie Perez beat me. It didn't count. If you really think about it, it didn't count. But I'm not worried about Frankie. I'm especially not worried about Johnny. He can't even jack off on his own. I fucked up his arm that bad. But yeah, Johnny Perez comes out with one arm. He comes out, and he has a bat in his hand, and he chases off the Q Crew, because they're a bunch of shit-eating heels, I guess. Well, I don't remember what the term is, but he chases them off, and he gets a microphone, and he says that once his arm is healed, he will get his match against Zell Quinn, and it will be fucking beautiful, pretty revenge. Or whatever. I'm fucking striking out on my metaphors today. But this segment was horrible. 36. After that, we got a promo from Going Costal, where it's just essentially them hitting the refresh button on their feuds. California Love Machine's done with Heartbreaker. Frankie Boy is, he's not, we don't know if he's done with Seth Whitehead, but we don't know who he's feuding with. And essentially, they reunited on a part-time basis, and they want to go back on after their little brief period where they were off on their on-again, off-again partnership. And tonight, as we know, they're main eventing against El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. So they say that tonight they're going to restart their shit and just win tonight, pretty much. In our semi-main, we see Snapdragon Jr. versus Tigre Salvaje Jr., the new Extreme Champion, Tigre Salvaje Jr., beating Snapdragon Jr. by in 8 minutes and 12 seconds with the Salvaje suplex. I put a bit of a gamble creative finish on it. I thought, fuck it, why not? It was a failure. I stand by it. It was worth the risk. But our new Extreme Champion gets the victory here when Carlos Barrera comes out, and Carlos says, Tigre, you were the better man last night. You beat me. You earned that championship. However, I'm using my rematch clause at Surf Slam. This will be one of the shortest title reigns in CZCW history. Now that I know you, now that I know how you wrestle, I will be getting my Extreme Championship back. So hold on to it while you can, Tigre. I respect you as a competitor, but you will respect me like no man has ever respected anyone else before after I get my title back. What does that mean, 64? Never mind. But speaking of pre-bookings, we have an announcement. A number one contenders match for the Tag Team Championships will happen next week. A three-way tag team match, a 2 versus 2 versus 2, Gangster Nation versus the California Dreams versus Wasted Potential. So, Zell Quinn, I don't know if he actually politicked hard or anything, but they're in a number one contenders match. So, yeah, this is happening on the next show, on the next taping in this episode. So, yeah. But right before our main event, we get a promo from Sean McFly in his office, where essentially he addresses the vacuum, the elephant in the room being the vacuum of contenders for the CZCW Championship. And he says that he does not have a plan right now. No, he feels that nobody has truly earned a world title match for Surf Slam. So he won't make an announcement official, but on next show, he promises to open the show with an announcement in regards to what will happen on Surf Slam. So, there we go. We're going to know what's going on with the world title on the next show. But in our main event, it's a fucking banger, 81 rated match, as Going Costal do get the victory over El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. El Jaguar and Luis had a chance to really establish themselves in the tag team division. They were not able to do it. In their defense, they were going up against probably one of, if not the greatest teams in CZCW history, when after 19 minutes and 38 seconds, Frankie Boy Fernandez hits the dirt nap on Luis Montero Jr. to get the victory. 89 rated performance by Frankie Boy, 71 by CLM. Just overall great from both men. But even though nobody in Coastal Zone has earned a world title match, Aldis Blackfrere from IPW has come out. He has made his CZCW debut, and it's announced that on IPW, Aldis Blackfrere had won a number 1 contenders match for the COTT World Championship. So whether or not Frankie Boy is defending his world title, his Coastal Zone world title at the pay-per-view, we know he will be defending his COTT World Championship against the current IPW champion, Aldis Blackfrere. I'm excited to use Aldis. I have done a talent trade with IPW. We're going to have him for every single show in the build to Surf Slam. He's very fucking good. He's a great promo, so I'm excited to give him a test run. He might be one of the few people I have an internal, it's not an official rule, but for role-playing purposes, I don't like to sign people that are working for other cop promotions full-time. Just as a role-playing thing, I like to do the talent trades. Aldis Blackfrere might be an exception to the rule later on in this save, because he is very fucking good. But that's how we end the show, a 77 on this edition of Coast to Coast, episode number 19. Really good stuff. My promo game was dog shit, so hopefully I can do better on the next episode. Carlos for CZCW champ, I don't blame you. You just let it play out. You just trust me. Let it play out. Alright. Okay, no locker room incidents. Cool. Checking to make sure the lo-fi didn't fucking stop on me again. Alright, let's do this. Frankie is holding the CZCW title hostage as he goes on his Kenny Omega COTT title trip. Yep. Alright, so we're opening with Sean McFly's announcement. World title announcement. Do you need to pre-book any Surf Slam matches that were announced? No, that was the only... I only had the one. Just Aldis versus Frankie was the only one that got announced. Except this is getting announced. To open the show, Sean McFly comes out. He comes to the ring, and he essentially says that, with Frankie Boy already having the duty against Aldis Blackfrere, for his COTT world title, and management personally feeling like nobody has truly earned a world title match at the pay-per-view, we will have a 4-way number 1 contenders match to determine the next challenger, and that person will get a world title match on Battle at the Beach. So, either I think it's main eventing. It depends how over Aldis gets in this build, but may or may not be main eventing. We are going to have a 4-way to determine the number 1 contender. And although we know what the match is going to be, Sean McFly says that the participants are not finalized and his door will be open during this show. So we're going to have a couple of segments with people coming to his office making their pitch. So, yeah, the Q Crew are awesome. They are not stable of the year. No, they are not. Yep, Chica's Locust, there we go. The Q Crew needs Quentin Queen. Ooh, is he available? No, he's not, but he's getting shortlisted now. Quentin Queen debuts in CZCW and overthrows Zell Quinn. Alright, but yeah, but that's how we open the show. There will be a 4-way. The wrestlers are not finalized, so people will be able to make their case. We kick things off with the number 1 contenders match. Wasted Potential versus Gangster Nation versus the California Dreams. And winning this match will be Gangster Nation as Bullseye gets the victory. Is this elimination? Yeah, why? I would prefer if it were not. Can I do that? How do I... Where is the fucking... Jesus Christ. Fuck you. Alright. How do I do non-elimination? Can I not? Fucking whatever. It can be elimination. I don't care. I don't care then. You know what then? You know what then? Fucking Eureka LaBelle will get eliminated first, then Sky Hermosa can get pinned. So there we go. It will be elimination. How about that? How about that? There we go. So, yeah, so we're going to get a rematch. Beach Boys versus Gangster Nation. The Beach Boys come out to, not taunt necessarily, but, like, we have a stare down. Let the people know, yep, this is what we're doing. It was really fun last time. Let's do it again. Hashtag run it back. Scripted. Beach Boys confront their next challengers. Save details. Book segment. So, yeah, Beach Boys versus Gangster Nation is set for the pay-per-view. 2 versus 2. Oh, I gave these to a team also. The Cold Blood Brothers. I like it. They're blood brothers, but they're cold-blooded. Why? Fuck you, that's why. Let's go Gangster Nation. I somehow missed. Do the Beach Boys have a manager? Yeah, they are managed by Willow. The Beach Boys are managed by Willow. That reminds me, I want to make Mask Cougar. He is managed by Fox Mask. Is Fox Mask 2 managed by... No, he's not. Okay, there we go. Managed by Fox Mask. Alright. Cool. Alright, then we have a clusterfuck of an angle, so I'm going to read what it is. So, Going Costal come out. They call out Black Frere. Before Black Frere can even get a word in. So, let's do this in order. So, Going Costal, they're like, look, we know this guy. This guy's legit. However, we're Going Coastal. So, Aldous Black Frere can go fuck himself. He's not me. Barely. She can barely cut a promo. I'd rather keep her at ringside just for that little boost. If like, unless she was at like 70s, I'd change it. So Aldous Black Frere comes out before he can even get a word in. Mask Cougar interrupts. Mask Cougar and Fox Mask, they interrupt, and they're like, Frankie, I don't know why you're so concerned, because when eventually Mask Cougar gets put in that 4-way, he's going to come out the victor, so you should be focusing on us. Then, of course, American Flash cuts them off, and he's like, shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. And then, Frankie Perez then comes out, and he's like, look, I'm not being pushed to the side by these four fucktards. He gets into the ring, and he's like, look, I don't care who I gotta beat to get that world title match. I don't care if it's 4 guys. I don't care if it includes your little California lovemaker, your fucking stupid friend here. I could easily mollywop this motherfucker and then take that title from you. And California Love Machine did not enjoy being told he was Frankie Boy's California lovemaker. So California takes a swing, and a full-on fucking brawl breaks out between all 6 guys, where in the end, the heels retreat, and Fox Mask, as after the brawl ends, Fox Mask is standing next to Mask Cougar, Aldous Black Frere, and Frankie Perez, and challenges them to a 3v3 in the main event. So we have a very sports entertainment style fucking promo here, but I'm gonna call it modern TV opening, because it's like that old fucking angle. But that's essentially what it is. We're pre-booking the main event. 3v3 in the main event. Massive 3v3. Tag match between the Promiscuous Pillagers and Thunderstruck. Closet Heel California Love Machine. Ow. Maybe. 14 minutes. Joanna Silver can get the victory. I don't care who gets pinned. I honest to God do not. Do I have a steal the show ready? I don't. This will be stealing the show. Alright, but yeah, the Promiscuous Pillagers defeat Thunderstruck. And then Heartbreaker comes out. Or pulls a... I don't know how to spell his name. I think it's this one. He essentially pulls a Shawn Mendes with that old song from like 2014. Where he's like, baby, I can treat you better. And he says that to Joanna Silver. He's like, I can treat you better than you. And then Joanna just responds with like, it's giving ick. It's giving ick. It's giving small dick energy. So yeah, that's this. Alright, boom. 2 minutes. This is as serious as it gets. Okay. Then we have Johnny Perez talks with his bro. So Johnny Perez essentially is just like, dude, I get that you're trying to get the world title, but like, why are you fucking teaming up with Fox Mask? And Frankie's like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, Johnny, this is why you're like stuck in the mid card, because you won't do what it takes to earn a victory. Like, not to be an asshole, John, but like, I don't give a fuck who they're feuding with. I don't care that they're fucking delusional or whatever. I'm gonna team with them, and it's gonna get me in that 4-way, and I'm gonna get a world title. So, like, bro, calm down. Who gives a shit? That's that. Foreshadowing, I guess. Backstage pre-tape, scripted. Heartbreaker gets gagged. Yeah, that's the angle. That's actually the angle. So we have our... Nope, that's not the angle. Heartbreaker is not Naked Midian. So we have our first angle where somebody visits Shawn in his office, and it's Carlos. Carlos Barrera makes his case. So he visits Shawn in his office. And Sean McFly, he's like, look, dude. Shawn, we both know the talent that I bring to this company. We both know the fucking run I just went on with the Extreme title. We know the run I went on with Miguel. We know that I'm ready for the world title. Put me in that 4-way. Give me a chance. And I will take this company to new heights. And Sean McFly's like, look, I agree. But you also called out Tigre. I'll put you in that 4-way. But right now, you gotta tell me that you have to relinquish your rematch clause. You can't have it both. You can't use your rematch clause, get the Extreme title, and go into that 4-way. I want to put people in the 4-way that are focused on the world title. Tell me right now that you're relinquishing that rematch clause, and I'll put you in the 4-way. And then Carlos, he steps back, clearly wanted to fucking cash in his rematch clause for like the go home show, win the Extreme title, and then go into that 4-way. So yeah, Shawn says that, and then the angle ends, and we don't know what he says. This is 14. This is episode 14. Alright. But yeah, so that's what happens. Carlos Barrera makes his case. Shawn will put him in the match if he relinquishes his rematch clause. He says the key to being a world champion is making hard sacrifices, and that's the hard sacrifice you gotta make. So we then have the Cold Blood Brothers versus El Jaguar and Luis Jr. This is gonna be fun. 16 minutes. El Jaguar took the pin so he can get the victory. Snapdragon Jr. injured that one dude, so he's gotta fucking calm. He's gotta take the pin. So then Luis and Jaguar, they're like, look, we had a chance to prove that we were a force in the tag division against going Coastal. We failed, but we will continue to push forward. Yeah, forward. Alright. 2 minutes. Character. Luis. El Jag. That's not El Jaguar. El Jag. Scripted. Alright. So the Q crew. Do a thing. And what's that thing? Well, of course, it is jumping people. That's what they do best. They the Q crew are convinced that the California Dreams were the reason that they did not get the tag titles, so they jumped them. The Q Crew jumped the California Dreams. It's just simple as that. Alright, we then have, right before our main event, Seth Whitehead makes his case. And essentially, we cut backstage. It's not a usual angle. We are outside of Sean McFly's office, and we hear fucking a yelling match going on in the room. The cameraman rushes the door open, and we fucking hear Seth Whitehead yelling, "What the fuck do you mean you won't put me in the title match?" And Sean McFly's essentially like, "Look, you just lost the title match. I'm not giving you another fucking shot. You should have won." And Seth Whitehead is, he's fucking pissed, and he's like, "I will make somebody pay. If you won't give me that fucking title match, I will burn and bury somebody and make them pay." So, there we go. Snapdragon is clumsy, unsafe. Fucking Bret Hart. You weren't even in that match, Bret. You weren't even there. You wouldn't know. Tease works, pre-taped. Seth Whitehead. Sean McFly. Scripted. Book segment. We have our main event. 3v3. Aldis Blackfrere, Frankie Perez, and Mass Cougar versus American Flash and Going Coastal, a fucking super team. And this is going 23 minutes. 23 minutes. And who gets the victory? Let's give Blackfrere the victory. Aldis gets the victory. He'll pin California Love Machine because Seth Whitehead runs in and costs them the match. Seth Whitehead said he would make someone pay for not getting put in that four-way, and I guess it's gonna be Seth Whitehead, or I guess it's gonna be California Love Machine is gonna pay. So open, slow build, interference finish. Can we do a road agent note? Can we do a creative finish? Safe bet works for me. Book segment, and Sean McFly announces the members in the four-way. So, I'll leave that a secret for when we run the show. All we know is that it's not going to be Seth Whitehead. That's all we know. Frankie Boy. Frankie Perez is there. Fox Mask can be there. Mass Cougar can be there. California Love Machine can be there. Who else is here? Aldis is there. You are not Aldis. Aldis is there. American Flash is in the ring. Alright. So that's all we know. So he announces that, he announces who will be in the four-way. And I will save that for when we run the show. Alright. 95 minutes, won't be penalized. I think we're chilling. What about these creative ideas? Frankie P. Let's give Frankie P. Give him in. Boom. What else? Safe bet angle. I mean, let's do that here. Alright. Use that. Bit of a gamble finish. A Carlos finish. I don't have Carlos in a match. He doesn't win. I guess we'll do a bit of a gamble here. Pre-show matches? Nah, it's fine. If I don't book someone... if I had them on written deals, I'd add pre-show matches. But since people are on PPAs, I'm not going to book them unless I've booked them on the show. Alright, here we go. Alright, as promised, kicking off episode 20, edition number 20 of CZCW's Coast to Coast is Sean McFly with his announcement on what will happen in regards to the world title. And Sean McFly announces that in his and the rest of management's eyes, nobody on the roster has properly has made a solid case for the world championship. So nobody will be getting a World Championship match at the pay-per-view. And since Frankie Boy is already wrestling Aldis Blackfair, that made his decision even easier. But instead, main eventing the pay-per-view will be a fatal 4-way number 1 contenders match, where the winner of that match will then go on to Battle on the Beach, our following pay-per-view, to take on Frankie Boy Fernandez for the world title. And everyone's like, okay, great, we know the main event, so who's in the matches? And Sean McFly says the only issue is, since we feel like nobody has properly earned a world title match, the participants have yet to be determined. I will determine the 4 participants in that match during the show. At the end of the show, I will make an announcement, but until then, my door is open. So whatever that means, his door is open. Anybody is free to go into his office and I guess make their case for the world title match, or number 1 contenders match. But we kick off with a different number 1 contenders match, as for the tag team titles, a 2v2 elimination number 1 contenders match, as we see Wasted Potential versus Gangster Nation versus the California Dreams, and going to the pay-per-view to take on the Beach Boys will be Gangster Nation once again. They beat the Inner City Express on the previous pay-per-view, and now they have earned a number 1 contenders match to once again get a world title shot, or a tag title shot. Gangster Nation have been trying to make the year of Gangster Nation happen. It hasn't gone off great so far. It's already May, but maybe now they get the world tag team titles. Wasted Potential got eliminated first, then the California Dreams, and Gangster Nation clinched it. And they are confronted by their opponents at the pay-per-view, just a stare down between the Beach Boys and Gangster Nation. So we will see this match happen at Surf Slam. We then have a very clusterfuck sports entertainment style angle, as we have Frankie Boy and California Love Machine. They enter the ring, and they call out Aldis Blackfair. They put him over while they call him out. Frankie Boy is like, look, Aldis Blackfair, we are familiar with your work. We know your game. You are great. You are very good at what you do. You are the current IPW champion. However, you're not fucking us. You're not beating us. Nobody can step to Frankie Boy. Nobody can step to Cali. And Aldis Blackfair comes out and he says, yeah, you can watch me all you want, but you don't understand how much of a fucking threat I will be to your championship and to your life until you take me on at the pay-per-view. And these threes, their promo is interrupted by the Coastal Kings, Fox Mask and Mash Cougar, who call out Frankie Boy. They say essentially like, Frankie, dude, I don't know why you're focusing so hard on Aldis Blackfair and this COTT world title when you should be focusing on us. Because at the pay-per-view, Mash Cougar will get in that 4-way. He'll get his world title match, and he will get the world title back. So quit focusing on Aldis Blackfair while you should be focusing on us. But they are cut off by American Flash, who essentially says the only reason that they are even in here is because they're fucking cheaters, essentially. And then Frankie Perez comes out, and he says, like, he cuts through everybody. I just imagine Fox and Cougar and Flash, they're on the ramp while these three are in the ring. And Frankie Perez cuts through everybody. He's like, fuck these 3 guys. They're not cutting in line in front of me. He goes straight into the ring, and he gets right into Going Coastal's face, and he says, look, 2 months ago, you took my COTT world title, and you retained the Coastal Zone title. That shit ain't happening again. I've had time to reflect. I've had time to train, all right? When I win that 4-way, I'm going to beat you for that world title, and I'll go through anybody in my way, even if it's your little California lovemaking bitch over here. I'll plow through that fucking jobber, and then I'll embarrass you. And California Love Machine did not take too kindly to this slight, as he then socks Frankie Perez right in the face, causing an all-out brawl between the 4 men in the ring. Mash Cougar and Fox Mask then run in, full-on 6-man brawl. By the time the brawl dies down, Fox Mask and a couple others are out of the ring. Fox Mask looks to his side. He sees Mash Cougar, he sees Aldis Blackfair, and he sees Frankie Perez, and he says, you're not getting away with this tonight, Going Coastal. You fuckers aren't getting away with this. Main event, us 3 versus you 3. We'll get our fucking just desserts. And then they walk to the back. So 3v3 in the main event as Frankie Perez is going to be teaming with the Coastal Kings in the main event. Weird pairing there. We then have the Promiscuous Pillagers, Hugh Dayask and Joanna Silver, getting a victory here in 11:58 against Thunderstruck when Amy St. James took the fall against Joanna Silver after getting hit with the Timber Shiverer. Hugh Dayask did great. Joanna Silver needs development, but she can cut a decent promo, so she's here. 56 for this match. And then who else but Heartbreaker comes out. He stalked her from afar on the last episode. I'm assuming Hugh and Joanna Silver did not know this, as it is not mentioned. That was just for us to see, I guess. And Heartbreaker comes out and he says, Joanna, I have not known you before last week, but I've seen you and I've seen your beauty. Your soul is pure. You're not like these other hooers here in CZCW. You're beautiful in your own way. And I know Hugh Dayask. I know who he is. I won't abandon you in New York like Hugh Dayask did. I won't make you come running for me. I'll come running for you. I'll be your Prince Charming. I can treat you so much better than Hugh. And Joanna Silver looks at him. He looks up and down. She's just like, it's giving ick. It's giving small dick energy. Hugh, let's go before I get the creeps. And then they leave. And Heartbreaker is absolutely fucking devastated. I mean, absolutely devastated. He can't catch a break, this fucking creep. He can't catch a break. We then cut to the back where we see Johnny Perez talking to his brother. And Johnny's like, Frankie, what the fuck is it? Why are you teaming with the Coastal Kings? They're a bunch of fucking backstabbing, selfish assholes that are clearly only focused on themselves. Why are you gonna lower yourself to team with them? And Frankie Perez looks right at his brother and he's like, Johnny, dude, I love you, but this is exactly why you're stuck in the mid-card. This is why you've never held a world title. I don't fucking care what their priorities are, because if it comes to me versus them, it's going to be me winning every single time. I'm doing whatever it takes to get a world title shot and match again. Until you can figure out why that I'm doing this, that's why you will stay in the mid-card. I love you, bro, but you need to fucking understand how this business works. 47 for that. Frankie just telling his brother he doesn't give a fuck, essentially. We then cut to Sean McFly's office, where Carlos Barrera is seen talking to him, and we hear him say, Sean, we all saw what I just did for that Extreme Championship. I brought that belt to new heights. I gave this company one of the greatest runs in that title's history. I am the future of this company, and we both know that. We both know that I deserve to be in that fatal four-way number one contenders match. I'm going to cash in my rematch clause early on an episode of Coast to Coast, get my Extreme title back, and then win the Coastal Zone title, but I need you to put me into that four-way. You know how much I can help this company. You know that I am what needs to... Fucking what am I saying? You know that I am what is needed in this company, so do what's best and put me in that match. And Sean McFly says, honestly, Carlos, I couldn't agree more. I do feel like you're ready to take that next step. I do feel like you're world championship material. However, I gotta narrow down an entire roster of some of the most talented wrestlers I've seen ever into just 4 guys. I want to put people in this match that are focused on the world title. So how about this, Carlos? I know you're ready to make that next step. But the key to becoming a world champion is making sacrifices. And the sacrifice you need to make, if you want in on this 4-way, I'll put you in. But you have to relinquish your rematch clause for the Extreme title. Do that right now, and you're in the 4-way. And Carlos stands back, and he doesn't say anything, and then the angle ends. We don't know what he says. We're left on a cliffhanger because we have to get back to the ring to see the Cold Blood Brothers, that's their official team name, versus El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. And even though El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. lost to Going Coastal on the last episode, they get the victory here in a 51 rated match. It goes 14 minutes and 23 seconds. El Jaguar gets the pin on Snapdragon Jr. El Jaguar did really well. The creative finish failed. Sucks, I guess. But Jaguar and Luis essentially cut a quick promo where they're like, look, we had a chance to show that we were we were a force to be reckoned with in the team division. We had a chance to do that and we failed. But that's not going to set us back. We're going to keep pushing on forward, and we'll keep getting wins to prove that we're tag title worthy or something. I don't know. But we cut backstage to the Q crew. What do the Q crew do best? Be a bunch of shitheads. And how do they do that this time? Well, they're just jumping Kiralee and Sky Hermosa backstage. As we saw, Onslaught and Eureka LaBelle were the first 2 men eliminated in that 3-way tag team #1 contenders match. And Eureka and Onslaught and Zell Quinn, they're blaming the California Dreams. They're taking their anger out on the California Dreams. And they're just blaming them. They're the reason that they got eliminated. No one else's fault. So, yeah, they're going to pay. They're absolutely going to pay. I just realized I had not shown you guys what these stables look like. So, here are the Coastal Kings. By the way, most likely, as of when you're seeing this video, these 2 logos will be added to the 64 GDS forums page. So, I have that linked in that one video I made about 3 weeks ago. Both of these will probably be added the day you're watching this, if not a few hours later. So here are the Coastal Kings. Here are the Q crew. I've already showed the stream, but here you guys go. I realized I forgot to show you guys. So here's what these logos look like. The Q crew look goofy. That's because they are goofy. I like how it came out, though. We then have a weirdly shot angle, as we're not immediately in Sean McFly's office. However, we are cut to a camera with a cameraman rushing to Sean McFly's office as we hear muffled yelling from outside of the office, and the cameraman runs in to where we see Seth Whitehead and Sean McFly in a heated yelling match, where the first thing said on camera, we hear Sean McFly say, "What the fuck do you mean you're not putting me in that world title match?" And Sean McFly snaps back. He says, "You lost. You lost. Clean as a whistle. 1, 2, 3. You lost to Frankie Boy at the last pay-per-view. I have an entire roster of some of the greatest independent names in the world right now to narrow down. I'm not going to give it to a guy that just lost the title." And Seth Whitehead says, "That's fucking bullshit. You know I'm better than everybody else." And Sean McFly's like, "I don't, because you fucking lost. You're clearly not." And Seth Whitehead's like, "Fuck you then. Fine. How about this? I am going to earn my goddamn title match. If I have to move hell and earth to do it, I'm going to make somebody pay for you fucking up." And Sean McFly's like, "Do it. Show me then. Show me that you're worthy." That's essentially what the promo is. But it's time for the main event, 3v3, and we find out what Seth Whitehead was talking about, as the finish of this match sees Seth Whitehead running in to cost California Love Machine the match and the victory for the babyfaces, as the match goes 20 minutes and 21 seconds when the COTT #1 contender Aldous Blackfrere submits California Love Machine with the Batwing after interference from Seth Whitehead. Really good main event. Frankie Boy got a fucking 90. Oh my god, what a legend. Not a bad performance in here. The lowest 2 performances were 64, so they're already perfect ratings. But yeah, great main event to end the show. The heels getting the victory, and Sean McFly coming out to announce the final 4 men in the #1 contenders match. He announces who will be in that match, and he says, "Look, there's a couple other things I'm going to address, but I don't have the time tonight." That main event did not go nearly as anyone expected it to, with outside people being marks for themselves and running in. However, I have a job to do, and that job is announcing the men that I am putting in this #1 contenders match. So, the 4 men going into this #1 contenders match will be Masked Cougar, American Flash, Frankie Perez, and Carlos Barrera. Carlos has done it. He relinquished his rematch clause for the Extreme title for a chance to win the world title. Carlos has relinquished the Extreme title, and Sean McFly says that since Carlos Barrera has relinquished the Extreme title, to open the next episode of Coast to Coast, we will have a 6-pack challenge to determine the newest #1 contender for the Extreme Championship. So it will be a 6-way between Fox Mask 2, Heartbreaker, Joanna Silver, Miguel Rivera, Snapdragon Jr., and Tony the Wonderful. One of these 6 men will go to the pay-per-view to take on Tigre Salvaje Jr. for the Extreme Championship. So 2 announcements to end the show. Sean McFly did not have enough time to address Seth Whitehead and his bullshit. But yeah, that's how we end the show. 64 rated segment. The overall show gets a 72. We're defying laws and physics to get past these fucking music production ratings. Those might be upgraded by the next episode. We made only $310. So who knows how much we're gonna make with these new production values we gotta pay for. Depending on how much money we made in pay-per-view revenue, maybe they will be upgraded fully for the next tapings, but I don't know. Alright, that's it for the recording. Lo-fi's still going strong. That's good. Alright. Bring on the Heartbreaker Extreme title reign. He's still got to win the 6-pack challenge. Joshua Taylor's left TCW. Good for him. Alright. We got some simming to do. We got a little bit of simming to do. Alright, let's get it. Heartbreaker's over. He's my biggest success story right now. He's absolutely my biggest success story. Alright. I'm only gonna need 1 good finish, so that's good. I think we can do that again. We'll get some angle ideas, get some good angle ideas. Flame Grilled TV, still going strong. Alright. Alright, I like those tapings. Other than the fact that my brain just decided to stop working during the promos of that first episode. I think I got some good storylines going. I like how this is progressing. Patting myself on the back. Swooning over Heartbreaker? Yeah, dude, he's over. He's over. He's over. I should start calling him Overbreaker because of how over he is. Ooh, DC Rain? DC Rain would cost a lot of money, though. No, he's going back. TCW has been, like, fucking releasing a bunch. So SWF don't want Lenny Brown. I might... It depends on how much money I'm losing, but, like, Lenny Brown is, like, an easy pickup in my eyes, you know? Like, fuck, dude, Joshua Taylor, too. I know he's old, but, like, now he's in James Prudence is leaving, too. Like, if I consistently make a decent profit each month, I might bring in some of these fucking names. You think the bookings have been solid so far? Yeah, I'm overly critical because I'm the one booking it. That's why. I'm overly harsh on my booking. I keep comparing myself to 2020 SWF. Full Royal Rumble and Supreme Fight. Yeah, back to back. Or is Supreme Fight after the Rumble? Oh, Jesus Christ, Bedlam. That is one man that will never... Ooh, Black Diamond? She's not that good yet. I might bring her in later. Sammy Smoke staying, that's a shame. I would have liked him. When is Supreme Fight? Let's see. So it's on the 2nd. But what time is it? I don't think I'll have time. No, I probably won't be home in time. Joey Feely looks like Roman Reigns a lot, dude. Oh, that's right, Miko. You said you didn't get into Seaverse in the last game. You have no idea how much he looked like Roman Reigns in the last game. Seth Whitehead's gone from Maw. Cool. They're gonna keep him. Ryan Powell's retiring. That's a shock. Big Cox. Yep. Big Cox. Mitchell Aldred, still the best. That's a fucking banger. How did that not get match of the night? Kip Conduit. Yep. That guy exists. That looks like Nikki Bella. Let me see if I can find his old render. Let me see if let me pull up Joey Feely's old render to show you. He used to really look like Roman Reigns. Alright. Declaration of Independence. Only got an 84. Oh, good main event, though. Eddie Howard singles push. Good luck. 37-year-old Eddie Howard. No fucking way. This is what I'm saying. They're just letting people walk. This is crazy. How much would he wants to... Oh, fuck, dude. Like, we're gonna have a fun roster in like a year. We're gonna have a really fun roster. I assume Donnie J won't come out of retirement to back up Jimmy P. I doubt it. I think he left the business. Yeah, he left the business. I'd absolutely try. Don't chat to me. I absolutely would try to bring in Donnie J and Jimmy P. All right, let's see. Okay, so here's what Joey Feely used to... Why did it full screen? Here's what Joey Feely used to look like. That was the pre-AI render. That's what he used to look like. He's literally Roman Reigns. Sixty doing the Tony Khan with the cast-offs. You don't need that. Okay, but it's like, it's the same principle. Where it's like, obviously I'm gonna sign him. You know? Like, yeah, he's a cast-off, but obviously I'm gonna bring him in. I don't care. Fucking great. Yeah, I mean, amazing. Amazing match. Alright. Ant-Man joins BCG. Who would have predicted that? Me. The answer's me. Jimmy P comes in to teach Heartbreaker how to score. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's what I'm saying. He looks identical. He looks identical to Roman Reigns. Alright. Damn, that last show was great. Holy fuck. What was I doing? Oh, it's not even the first. I don't have to make a save point yet. I don't have to make a save point. Yeah. The head of the circus, Joey Feely. The Pharaoh King gone too? Dude, maybe. I don't know. He's no way. I'd have to pay so much money for a guy that's not even over. It's only $90. Usually not the... I don't want Danny Kavanaugh though. I would... They're gonna let him walk with their title? Are they gonna have him drop it? Julius Moore is staying. That's a shame. I would like to have Julius Moore. So yeah, we made, I don't know, we're gonna make around like $25,000 in money. What, I actually fucking, what does he look like? God, he does, oh my god, it's such a... Jimmy P being Heartbreaker's Yoda, but he feeds him the wrong chat-up lines. Yeah. The Islandian boss, Joey Feely. The what else could we do? The Samoan throne. The sitter on the Samoan throne. Yeah, make save point. I know. I'm like telling myself to calm down with these save points, but I will forget if I don't fucking do it. So let's make the save point. I think I might make these public after the next CZCW stream. What is it? 2022. Oh, 2022.06. Yeah, maybe one more. We'll get to July, and then I will... The Samoan chair sitter, yeah. That's exactly what it is. We fucking destroyed it. The great canine Joey Feely. Oh my god. Well, good thing Electric Dreamer's fucking on a touring deal. SWF Crisis? Oh. Ooh. Uh-oh. My kings. Oh, Komodo! How are you doing, Komodo? How are you? Hi, Komodo Dragon. He's gonna be a star for us. I guarantee it. Him and Snapdragon Jr. are gonna get so good, and I'm just never gonna be able to push them. They're gonna get the Zofia effect. The bigger than average pup. The Yorkshire. Is he British? Is he? Please tell me he's British. Oh, it's Joey Beauchamp, damn. No, he is just Samoan, damn. I was gonna say the Yorkshire Terrier. But he's not British, so he can't be from Yorkshire. Oh my god, the worker faith. I thought, like, Adrian Garcia found religion. Like, Adrian Garcia bonds with faith sounds like he's a born-again Christian. You have to admit. You will feel the wrath of the hyper guy slap. Oh my god. Hyper guy. The Man of Steel, Joey Feely. Jock McTavish. This guy's fucking terrible looking. Oh my god. He is at every single suburban cookout. Reaver demotion, yeah. Jeremy Allen's leaving the business. Good for him. Alright, nobody's double booked. Fuck, we still got more simming. Jesus. God looks a lot like Alex DeColt. Oh, no. He didn't find God, dude. He went down. He accidentally went down if he looks like Alex DeColt. Labyrinto Jr. I had an Ole save. I did like a year of it in 2020, and Labyrinto Jr. was really fun to book. Alright, Wrestle Challenge. Shit ain't as good as when I do it. They had Megumi go over Higa. I've probably done that before. I was gonna make fun of that, but I've probably done that before. Let's be honest. I'm not against that. That's something I would book, maybe. Alright. So, we made 30K. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine to up the production value. It'll cost $10,000 a month. Honestly... Oh, it would cost $2,500 a month. Fuck, that, oh, it's all, okay, so it's already costing $10,000 a month. So our production would go, let's do another month. We'll do another month with the penalty. Let's see how we do after this month. I don't want to push. I've done this so many times in TEW where I push production values too quickly, and I bankrupt my companies, and it takes a while to rebuild. 60 said before that EWA is Byron's Codyverse. I think that it's a mix of that and early TNA with Slapnuts. Oh my god. Yeah, dude, it's the fucking Heartbreak verse. The Byron verse, dude. He is if the worst of Cody Rhodes' booking mixed with Vince Russo is how I imagine it. It'd be hilarious if... Oh my fucking god. I was just gonna say, you know it'd be hilarious if Aldous Blackfur lost the fucking IPW title while I'm building this champion versus champion feud. Oh well. You know what? Fucking Frankie Boy's gonna do that. He's gonna bring it up. God damn it. Fucking Aldous, man. Oh, he got decently over. Let's see. What about Frankie? Did he? Oh no, he's still over his shit, man. All right. Well, we got one more. Fucking whatever. Frankie's gonna make fun of him. Oh my god. What a goddamn. What a fucking joke. Guy Stink retired. No. Oh my god, I thought it was over. I thought it was over. I thought like fucking US Pro was taking him. Go to 5SSW. Go ahead. You know, that's actually better. I want them to train with Maya. Frankie pins Aldous, grabs a mic, and shouts, IPW sucks. Yeah, they fucked up my booking. They fucked up the booking. Alright. Generic venue. Alright, speaking of booking, I think I only need one good finish. So we'll do one good finish and then basically go for the rest of angle ideas. That doesn't help me. Truthfully, this, in fact, does not help me right now. So, finish, Frankie P, Sage, safe, oh my god, safe bet, AUG 18. Alright, okay, let's get a, alright, I'll go fuck myself. Bit of a gamble. That's a Nav 15. Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to commit. I might just do it. Alright, we got one more shot. And it fucking sucks. Alright. Well, we tried. Robbie, Apex, and Foxmask 2 were butting heads on who gets booked less, and the answer's both of them. Thank you, Air Raid Siren. Alright, cool. Gives a small penalty to the locker room. I don't want to do it again. Let's try it. Cool, cool, cool. Did that? No, they're all still mad. Alright, well, I'll do that once a month. I know that it's bad if you do that a lot. Alright, we're gonna kick off the show, though. Wait, what is Air Raid Siren saying? Oh, it's a safe bet. Too bad I never book you in storylines. ARS. Safe bet. June 19. Alright. Okay. So, we're going to kick things off with the 6-way. And winning the 6-way and going to the pay-per-view to challenge Tigre Salvaje Jr. for the Extreme Championship will be Tony DeWonderful. Not Heartbreaker. Tony DeWonderful. Tony DeWonderful's going over. He can pin Foxmask too. We'll keep Heartbreaker strong. How about that? Open, clean, steal the show. Tony DeWonderful will get a title match at the pay-per-view. Tigre faces off with his next challenger. Tony DeWonderful. We're gonna build up Tony DeWonderful. We started the build. He's my first project in the save. I'm going to build him up. And he's going to get a title match against Tigre. Hype. Book that. There we go. Set for Surf Slam. Aussie rules. Tony versus Tigray. It'll be Tigray's first title defense. It'll be Tony's first title match. Let's get it. Alright. We have a interview promo battle. Gangster Nation and Beach Boys go face to face. This is in the back. The Guru will be the interviewer. Motherfucking Bullseye being interviewed. Waylon being interviewed. Chet Chavez. Willow. I'll put Willow on here just for Jerome. And Simon Waves. They're all being interviewed. Oh my god, it was Air Raid Siren who fucking did it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot it was Air Raid Siren who was the final straw. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Fucking. That's right. So yeah, just promo battle between the tag teams. We got 3v3, the Q crew back at it again. Aviation and Cillian Catsby versus Wasted Potential and the Z-Man himself, Zell. This is going 12 minutes. The Z-Man gets the victory, can pin Altitude. Open clean. Alright, and then Johnny runs in with the cat. Oh my god. With the Dreams. 3-2. Good evening, Alex. How are you? How are you? Zell Quinn, Onslaught, and Eureka. Kira Lee, fucking Sky, and Johnny. Alright, I put them as background players. Whoops. Whatever, I'm not changing it. Oh well. I'm doing good. I got my fucking Xanax re-prescribed, so that's nice. But yeah, so Johnny runs in. They're not even looking for a fight. They just run in to confront them. Johnny Perez has acquired the help of the California Dreams, who the Q crew laid out last week. And he says that, I'm not letting you do the same shit that you've done to me. I'm not gonna let you fucking fuck with these girls. And, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not gonna let you fucking... Fuck, what are the words I'm looking for? Pump and dump is not the word... I'm looking for. Whatever. Essentially, Johnny Perez is like... He unwraps his arm. And he's like, my arm's all good. At the pay-per-view, we will have a 3v3, and if I can win, I will get a cage match against you at the pay-per-view, or at the following show. I will get a cage match. I'm having trouble now. Alright. So yeah, storyline development. Johnny Perez is all good. He's no longer injured. And the Q crew are gonna have to take on Wasted Potential. Zell, Jesus Christ, it's the Q crew. How did I fucking forget who? Okay. Johnny. Cool. What the fuck is going on in the chat? What are we... I'm not invading anyone. Don't blame my government. I don't want to fight. Please. Spare me, please. Alright. Alright, so American Flash confronts Frankie Perez, and he essentially says the same shit that Johnny was saying, where he's like, look, I thought you were better than this. You know how toxic, how fucking self-centered the Coastal Kings are, and here you are fucking becoming a part of the problem. And Frankie Perez is like, fucking cry about it. I don't care what any of you think. I did what I wanted, alright? Like, I teamed with them. Cry about it. Fucking, stop being a fucking Boy Scout. Ew, politics. I know, right? So, yeah, but that's it. So, American Flash is like, why are you teaming with them? Frankie Perez says, cry about it. That's the whole angle. Flash and Frankie cry about it. Alright, save. Then we're gonna have Carlos Barrera and Komodo Dragon. Komodo and Carlos. This will be a fun match. It's going 12 minutes. When does that Carlos angle finish? Or September? I got time. Never mind. Open, clean. Alright. Alright, and then we have a promo after where Carlos is a prime example of their case. So the Coastal Kings come out. Fox Mask is like, this is exactly... The Winnipeg Jets are very good. They are very good this season. The Coastal Kings come out, and they're essentially like, this is exactly what we're fighting against. Another rookie coming to the top of the card, thinking he's better than the people that paved the way. This is exactly what we're fighting against. We're fighting against people like you who are trying to ruin this company and tear it down for someone yourself. We heard what you said to Sean McFly. Oh, we know that you can bring more eyes to the product. Shut up. Nobody brought more eyes to the product than me. Alright? And Carlos Barrera essentially says, look, if you guys got a fucking problem, do something about it. And Mask Cougar, he looks to charge to the ring, and Fox Mask holds him back. And he says, yeah, you know what, fine, we'll do something about it. Next week, Mask Cougar will take you on, and we'll show the world that you're nothing but a 2-bit loser, stupid face. Bam. That's the promo. Yeah, Carlos, they tell Carlos he's a bitch. Carlos says, fucking fight me, and they will. They will do that next week. Boom. So then we have a promo where, both Hugh and Seth want the same thing. So, Seth Whitehead is talking about injustices. He's like, look, I had one chance to prove my worth, and now Sean McFly says I'm not good enough. Fine. California Love Machine's gonna pay for the sins of that man. And his promo is interrupted. This isn't in the ring. This is backstage. His promo is interrupted by Hugh Dayask, who says, yeah, it's not fucking great, alright? I am in the exact same boat as you. You at least got a world title match, alright? I'm sick of you and your fucking mighty righteous bullshit, Seth Whitehead. You are in the same position as me. I had one chance to prove my worth, and now look where I am. We both want the same thing. We both want to prove ourselves. I'm going to be a man about it, and I'm going to challenge you to a main event match. You want to prove something? Prove it against me. I'm not going to be a fucking weasel and run in during a match. And Seth Whitehead's like, oh, you fucked up now. Yeah, we're going to have that match in the main event. So, yeah, main event match, Hugh Dayask versus Seth Whitehead. 2 minutes, backstage, pre-taped, character development, boom. El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. versus Thunderstruck. Let's get it. Boom. This one's going 12 minutes. This is our semi-main. Luis can get the victory this time. Open, clean. Did we just do this match? 16 and it's 21. Is there a different match I could do? Who haven't I done? Who haven't I booked in a minute? Let's get Air Raid Siren and Juliet Balcony. Alright, let me change this in my notes. Because Air Raid Siren gave me a fucking good angle idea. Air Raid Siren and Juliet Balcony. Alright. The Hurricanes are playing an AHL squad tomorrow? Why? If they don't win by 10, then it's an embarrassment. That's just how it is. Why does it still say Thunderstruck? All right, there we go. So, yeah, El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. win once again when they're jumped. What a shocker. In Coastal Zone, no shot. ICX jump the new guys, the new team. And ICX, they lay them out, and they're like, we're sick of fucking new people coming in. We're sick of new teams showing up. First it was the Promiscuous Pillagers. Now it's El Jaguar and Luis. We're sick of new teams showing up and getting more opportunities than us. So, if you guys really think that you're the next big team in CZCW, then fucking prove it by beating us at the pay-per-view. We have not seen ICX in the build to, Surf Slam so far, and here they are. Beat down Malik Cash and, Jay Becker, El Jaguar, and Luis Jr. So ICX jumped the new team. Yep. Script it. Another match for Surf Slam. This will be a fun 2v2. ICX and El Jaguar and Luis. Boom. Alright. Then we're going to have American Flash is cutting a promo from the back. And American Flash is, like, not happy. He's like, look, if Frankie Perez wants to team with a bunch of fucking people with questionable motives and questionable decisions, then I say I do the fucking same. And then from out of sight, in comes Zell Quinn. And he says, if you want to team with whoever the fuck you want to, I'll team with whoever the fuck I want to. Me and Zell are going to take on you and Johnny next week in a tag team match. So, American Flash is working with the Q Crew, guys. Oh, man. American Flash changes his tune. Boom. Alright. We're then going to have another press conference. A press conference from Cot with Frankie Boy and Aldis Blackfrere. And this is where we'll drop the line of Frankie Boy making fun of Aldis for losing his belt and pissing Sean McFly and his booking off. Outside broadcast, pre-tape. Just another... We did this last time there was a COTT World Title match. Just a press conference promoted by Cot. Who is the announced team? That's a good question. I know the Guru's on there. I know Cliff's on there. Here they are. Fox Mask is on commentary. Not for long. Whoops. Whoops. Did not realize Fox was there. Doesn't really make sense to have Fox on commentary anymore. Do we have anybody else? Nope. Thank you for saying something because the gimmick doesn't make sense to have Fox Mask here anymore. He's not going to be like Don Callis. Oh, there we go. Main event time. Hugh Day-Ask and Seth Whitehead. This is why I wanted a creative finish, because this match is going to go 20 minutes. Seth Whitehead's going to win thanks to a Heartbreaker run-in. Heartbreaker takes out Joanna Silver's man. Can Seth call it? Nope. No, he cannot. Please don't tell me. Oh, thank God. Is Hugh Day-Ask a well-known? Hugh Day-Ask is a well-known. We've pushed him. Let's fucking get it. Yeah. Yeah. Hugh. Fucking. Dude, no, yeah. Oh, that's fucking. No, it's a mix of Booker T commenting on Roxanne and Nigel commenting on Mariah May. It's fucking, yeah. But yeah, Seth Whitehead. Seth gets what's coming to him. Alright. Dude, I love Hugh. Hugh is great. He's so great. I love Hugh. Alright, but yeah, Seth Whitehead gets what's coming to him, and what does that mean? Well, that means he gets jumped by California Love Machine as payback. California Love Machine jumps him. He says that he doesn't need to fucking hide behind, he doesn't need to jump him mid-match. He can handle his battles like a fucking pro. He sees no difference between a guy like Seth Whitehead and a guy like Heartbreaker. He's going to make an example out of Seth Whitehead at the pay-per-view. Nobody fucks with going Coastal and gets away with it. So that's going to be another match for the pay-per-view. This will be a really good one. Seth Whitehead, California Love Machine, pre-book. This is only going 5 minutes. Yes. We won't be penalized. Nobody's being used too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. Let's see creative ideas. Bit of a gamble. Do I risk it? No. Do I have any? American Flash isn't in a match. Neither is Frank. Or Frankie is, right? No, Frankie's not. Yeah, I can't use any of these. Shit. Oh, well. He always complains when you make him lose. It's because don't fucking make him lose. Don't make him lose. No, he's really over in Canada. That's why. I'm sure he'll go full fucking 5SSW locker room on me once he gets over. I'm sure he will. It seems to always happen. Alright. Lo-fi still going? Lo-fi still going. Alright, let's record these. Alright, kicking off this first edition of Coast to Coast, episode 21, we have the Six Packs Challenge, #1 contenders match, a bunch of young or new or fresh faces in this division. One of these guys and girl will get a chance to take on Tigre Salvaje Jr. for the Extreme Championship at the pay-per-view, and winning the Six Pack Challenge, pinning Fox Mask 2 with the Lariat Clothesline, pinning him in consecutive matches, is Tony the Wonderful. We kick off the show, 40 rated match. Heartbreaker does not do it, to the disappointment of the chat here, but Tony the Wonderful will get an Extreme Championship against Tigre Salvaje Jr. at the pay-per-view, going from fucking not being used to now an Extreme title match ever since coming back from injury. So Tigre Salvaje Jr. comes out, they have a little confrontation to hype the impending Extreme Championship title match. This will open the pay-per-view. We then cut backstage, I meant to script this, where the Guru is interviewing the two teams that are going head-to-head for the tag titles, and Gangster Nation essentially say that they are going to finally, they've been trying so hard, they've been promoting the year of Gangster Nation, and they've never elaborated what that means. Essentially, what they want to capture their first ever CZCW tag team titles in this company. They've been unsuccessful in all their attempts, but at Surf Slam, they're going to get their first ever championships, their first ever reign with the belt, and the Beach Boys laugh them off. They're like, look, we respect you two, but there's a fine line between champions and the undercard, and they will never get these world titles. They will never get these tag titles. 37 for this promo battle. Next match, we have the Q Crew. The Q Crew teaming up once again, this time against Cillian Catsby and Aviation. Zelquin with a 58. What a fucking champion that guy can be. What an absolute cornerstone of the company Zelquin is. And this one goes 8:39 after Zelquin submits Altitude with the magic trick. When, during their celebration on the ramp, we see one-armed Johnny Perez, and the Q Crew tell him, bring it on, do your worst. And then right behind him come the California Dreams. And Johnny Perez has acquired the help of the California Dreams, as we remember on the last show, the Q Crew laid out the Dreams as they blamed them for losing the #1 contenders match. The Q Crew are clearly shaken up by this, but they still count. They're like, wait a minute, Johnny Perez has one arm. This is still pretty much a 3-on-2. And then Johnny Perez lifts up his broken arm. It's got the tape all over it, and he slowly undoes all the tape. And he shakes it around, and Johnny Perez's arm, it's all good. He's 100%, and the three faces rush the ring. The Q Crew run far, far away and escape. However, the angle is not done because Johnny Perez grabs a microphone and he says, Q Crew, Zell, you guys can run all you want, but I'm getting my fucking revenge for you breaking my arm. Because at the pay-per-view, it's going to be a 3v3 approved by Sean McFly. It's going to be me and the California Dreams versus the Q Crew. And if I win, if my team wins on the following episode of Coast to Coast, I will get you one-on-one in a cage match. You won't have your boys to bail you out. It's gonna be me versus you, locked in a cage, mano-y-mano. So you better prep and get ready, Zell, because it's coming crashing down at the pay-per-view. And he spikes the microphone, pissing off everybody in production. But we got a 3v3 set for the pay-per-view. Johnny Perez and the California Dreams versus the Q Crew. Q Crew. We then cut backstage where American Flash finds Frankie Perez and kind of echoes what Johnny Perez was telling his brother last week. And if you guys don't remember what that was, simply American Flash says, Frankie, honestly, I'm kind of fucking mad with you. I can't believe you would team up with guys like Fox Mask and Mask Cougar. They've lost their fucking minds. They've tormented me. They're going to torment you. They're using you, all right? What have you become? Why have you lowered yourself to team with them? And then Frankie Perez turns right to American Flash and he says, I don't care. Truthfully, I don't fucking care, all right? You sound just like my brother. I do what I have to, okay? I did that to get put in the four-way. Now I'm in the four-way. It's business. This is how you win in the wrestling world, okay? So quit being a fucking Boy Scout and just be a goddamn wrestler, alright? I'm sick of your shit. And he shoos him off. And American Flash is not happy that Frankie Perez would be teaming with guys that have been so fucking abusive to him. Up next, we have Carlos Barrera taking on Komodo Dragon. Really good match. Komodo Dragon getting 30s out of the womb. I mean, he just graduated. I really hope this guy turns out to be a star for us. I really want him and Snapdragon Jr. to develop. I'm going to be booking them a lot. Sorry, Juliet Balconi and the rest of the undercard I have, but yeah. But in this match, it goes 9 minutes and 58 seconds, and Carlos Barrera gets the victory after hitting the Curb Your Enthusiasm. Carlos got a 67 here. Overall match gets a 62. When the Coastal Kings come out, Fox Mask and Mask Cougar comes out. Fox Mask has a microphone, and he says, Carlos, you are a prime example of what we're fighting against. A newcomer who comes in, thinks they're better than everybody else. We heard what you said to Sean McFly last week. We heard you say, oh, you can take this company to new heights. You just need the opportunity. Shut up. Nobody took this company to newer heights than me. I was the biggest name in this company. Mash Cougar was the biggest name in this company, and you are trying to get yourself in that position to erase us from history. Well, we're going to embarrass you at the pay-per-view. You are done for. And Carlos Barrera grabs his own microphone, and he essentially looks right at Mash Cougar, and he says, if you guys got a fucking problem with me, do something about it. And Mask Cougar is furious. He's about to storm the ring, but Fox Mask holds him back. And he says, yeah, we'll do something about it next week. Next week, you want us? We'll face you one-on-one next week. Carlos Barrera versus Masked Cougar next week on the Go Home Show. Boom, pre-book. And yeah, there we go. We cut backstage where Seth Whitehead is cutting a promo, and he's calling Sean McFly an idiot. He's calling CZCW management an idiot. He says he gets one opportunity, he gets one chance at the world title, and then it's curtains for him. That's bullshit. And then from out of screen, Hugh Day-Ask walks in and he says, I'm fucking sick of it, Seth. Alright, you got the world handed to you when you came here from TCW. I had to earn every opportunity I had. And now we're in the same position because the world is seeing you how the rest of us are seeing you, as just another guy in the locker room. Alright, you had your chance. How do you think I feel? I had one chance to prove myself with the Extreme Championship, and now I'm in the same position. But I keep fighting. I keep going. I'm now teaming with my girlfriend, doing better work than you will ever do. I'm tired of your bullshit. If you want a fucking chance, and I want a fucking chance, then let's do this in the main event. And Seth Whitehead says, oh, you fucked up, Hugh. You've messed up big time. I'm going to mop the floor with you, just like I did the California Love Machine last week. 50 raid segment, we have our main event. Hudayask versus Seth Whitehead will be our main event tonight. But our semi-main, we see Air Raid Siren and Juliet Balconi take on this new team here in the CZCW Tag Team Division, the team of El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. This goes 9 minutes and 34 seconds when Luis picks up the victory, submitting Air Raid Siren. But they are quickly laid out by ICX, the Inner City Express. The Inner City Express lay them out, and they say that this is bullshit, that they've been here for years, and new teams are coming in. First, it was the Promiscuous Pillagers. Now it's El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. We don't care if you're an established star or a brand new team to CZCW. It's horse shit that these new teams are showing up and getting more opportunities than us. So, if you guys really think you're a force in the tag team division, then beat us at the pay-per-view. We want a match. We want to prove that we're better than Gangster Nation. We lost to them at the pay-per-view and we've been fucking shadow banned. No, no, no. You want a chance to prove yourself. We want a chance to expose you. 2 versus 2, us versus you at the pay-per-view. We cut backstage where we see American Flash, and he says, look, if Frankie Perez wants to go around teaming with whoever he wants, questionable people with questionable motives, fine, he can do that. He can do just that. But I can do the same thing. And out walks Zell Quinn with American Flash. And American Flash says, look, if he wants to undermine his values and undermine the people he's worked with for years, he can do that. But I'm going to do the same damn thing. So you and Johnny Perez meet me and Zell Quinn in the ring next week. And Zell says, look, Johnny, you can try all you want to get that cage match, but you're not even going to be able to make it to the pay-per-view after we embarrass you next week. So, a fun tag match also set for next week, as we're going to have the SoCal Savages versus Zell Quinn and American Flash. So, Johnny and Frankie. Boom. And now it's time for our main event. Seth Whitehead and Hudayask. I lied. I lied. We have a COTT press conference first. We did this last time. There was a COTT World Title match. This time, like I said, it's an out-of-broadcast thing. They're at a COTT press conference. They're both at a table. They start bickering back and forth. Aldous Blackfrere says the same thing. Like, Frankie Boy says he studied me, but you don't truly know how good I am until you lose to me. And Frankie Boy says, oh, just like how Frantic Ali lost to you? Where's your title? I got both of my titles here, but, you seem to have lost your IPW World title. How you gonna fucking beat me when you couldn't even beat Frantic Ali? And, yeah, that's for shoot. This, champion versus champion match I've been building. Aldous Blackfrere fucking loses his belt in the build. So that's nice, but, it gave nothing but ammunition to Frankie Boy Fernandez during this press conference. And now it is time for the main event. Seth Whitehead versus Hudayask. It gets a decent rating. Couldn't do that well because the match ends after 19 minutes and 40 seconds when Heartbreaker runs in, takes out the man that's dating the woman of his dreams this week, as Seth Whitehead locks in the Minnesota stretch after Heartbreaker runs in, gets the victory, 62 rated main event. And Seth Whitehead is celebrating when he is jumped from behind by California Love Machine, the man that he screwed over last week. California Love Machine's about to hit his finisher. Seth Whitehead breaks off, retreats. California Love Machine, he grabs a microphone and he says, no, 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 Seth. You are dealing with someone you are not qualified to deal with. You think you can take your anger out on me and get away with it? That's not how I operate. That's not how Going Coastal operates. You fucked with the wrong dudes. At the pay-per-view, Seth Whitehead, you're gonna pay, as I'm gonna take you on, and I'm gonna take you to the fucking Coastal Zone limit. And, yeah, spikes the microphone, whatever. I don't know. California Love Machine versus Seth Whitehead will be happening at the pay-per-view. 62 rated show, and that concludes the first edition of Coast to Coast on this episode. Alright, next, Coast to Coast. That was episode 15. Alright, what else happened? Nothing. Alright, cool. Chat's visible again. Alright, so we got a pretty stacked show here. Alright. So, we're going to do a fun angle here, where So as we know, this is being taped immediately after the last episode. So the angle I have, we're gonna kick off the show cold open. It's gonna be like, this happened off the air. California Love Machine tries to get Seth to get back in the ring. Aldis appears. So Seth Whitehead went to the back, and California Love Machine's like, no, you're not getting off that easy. Come on and fight me. And then on the Coastal Zone Titantron, we see Aldis Blackfur appear. He's like, look. He's like, California Love Machine, the only way that Seth Whitehead's going to come and face you is if you and Frankie Perez agree to a tag match against us two on the next episode. And California Love Machine agrees. So we will see a tag team match main eventing this edition of CZCW. So Aldis Blackfur, Seth Whitehead, California Love Machine. Improvised, hype. That kicks off the show. So yeah, that's going to be our main event. Going Coastal versus Aldis Blackfur and Seth Whitehead. But kicking off this episode, we have a 4v4. It's going to be Gangster Nation and El Jaguar and Luis versus ICX and the Beach Boys. ICX and the Beach Boys. This is going to go 14 minutes. And El Jaguar is going to get the victory. They can pin Malik Cash. Actually, let's give Waylon the victory. Waylon can pin Chet Chavez. Waylon pins Chet Chavez. Steal the show. That's spectacle. Steal the show. Open clean. So yeah, we open with a hype match for both tag matches at the pay-per-view. He has a manager that he never lets talk. Wait, he has a manager? Oh, fuck, really? Well, for good reason. She never talks. Good reason. She can't do it. Alright, then we have Gang Nation versus Jaguar and Luis, question mark. So Gangster Nation pose with the belts, but El Jaguar and Luis, they look to take it from them, and then they let go of the belts, so there's like a quick tug of war. Then Jaguar and Luis let go of the belts, and they're like, you know what? No, you two can have your moment at the pay-per-view, but we'll get those belts immediately from you. We'll get those belts eventually. You can have your moment at the pay-per-view. Alright, so background player. Jet Chavez, Simon Waves. Chet Chavez, Simon Waves, Bullseye, fighting, Waylon Walls fighting, El Jaguar fighting, Luis, you're not Luis, Luis Jr. fighting, just quick 2 minutes, serious, scripted, book, so then we have Going Coastal, accept the challenge. So yeah, I guess fucking Callie he finds Frankie backstage, and they're like, yeah, no, by all means, we'll take you guys on in the main event. Go right ahead, sure. Hype. Oh my god, Theo's back. Oh, Theo's back. You scared the shit out of me, buddy. Come on, bud. Hi, Theo. Everybody say hi to Theo. He's back in the room. He was here earlier in the stream. He's decided to come back. Come on, bud. Yeah. What are you doing? You're freaking out on me. Come here. Come here, Theo. Good boy. Good boy. You want to say hi to the stream again? Good boy. Good boy. Alright, there you go. Good boy, Theo. Alright, where was I? Going Coastal, accept the challenge. Alright, we then have Zell Quinn and American Flash versus the SoCal Savages. This is going 17 minutes. And the story of the match is that the Q crew keep trying to cheat, but American Flash doesn't like it, so he kind of fucks over the team. Frankie Perez pins Zell Quinn. That's the whole story. American Flash doesn't want to cheat, and it costs him the match. American Flash is not able to put his morals aside like Frankie Perez is to get a victory. So American Flash, the Q crew do they thing. So American Flash is, how long is this promo going? 2 minutes? Okay. Let's just do Brawl. So American Flash is jumped by the Q crew. Naturally, because they got pissed off during the match. And leading to Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa making the save, but they're outnumbered. Eventually Johnny Perez does run in. He forgives American Flash to do what's right and save him from this beatdown, but Frankie Perez watches the whole thing unfold from the ramp. He does not give a shit. He doesn't care. But yeah, once Johnny and the Dreams fight off the Q crew, American Flash offers his hand. He gives Johnny a hug. He apologizes. He's like, dude, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, Frankie watches the whole thing from the ramp, refuses to help. So the Q crew do they thing. Alright, we then have a backstage promo from Heartbreaker. Will win her over. He essentially just says, at the pay-per-view, I'm going to embarrass Hugh Day-Ask in a wrestling match, and I'm going to be so attractive afterwards that Joanna Silver will have absolutely no choice but to leave her boyfriend for me. So that's totally going to happen. I mean, naturally. But yeah, Hugh Day-Ask versus Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker, Hugh Day-Ask. Book. Alright, that's the final match pre-booked. We then have Carlos Barrera versus Masked Cougar. It's going to go 20 minutes. And in the end, Carlos Barrera is going to get the victory. Carlos gets the victory because, let's do, yeah, Masked Cougar, American Flash. Because Fox Mask tries to cheat to win. He tries to slide in a foreign object after the ref goes down. American Flash runs in to stop that. It's exactly what what happened to American Flash at the pay-per-view. So he comes in, prevents Fox Mask and Masked Cougar from cheating to win, giving Carlos Barrera the victory. So open, I think Carlos can call it now. Open called, slow build. Yeah, he's got a 1 in 4 chance of being the #1 contender. He got the victory here. Carlos did not want the help, though. So, essentially, Carlos, he gets the victory. American Flash tries to raise his hand. Carlos yanks his hand down, and he looks right at him. He says, I didn't need your help. I could beat 3 of those motherfuckers at one time. You ain't got shit. I didn't need your help. I didn't ask for it. So there, I mean, he's not happy. Carlos and American Flash is just having a really hard time making friends in this save. But yeah, serious, improvise, good, cool. We're gonna have a Tony the Wonderful versus Tigray hype promo, because why not? 2 minutes outside broadcast hype video. Extreme title hype video. Essentially, actually, let's do outside broadcast. It'll be Tigray on background player. It'll be the Guru. He talks about it. The Guru talks about it. So the Guru's like, look, he's just like puts over both guys. He's like, ever since the Wildcats were forced to break up, Tigre Slavaje is absolutely hold his own. He's become a huge breakout star for this company, but you can't talk about breakout stars without talking about Tony the Wonderful. Tony the Wonderful has been coined the future of this company, and for good reason. There is a good chance that we see an upset at the pay-per-view and we see a new Extreme Champion, but, you know, this is just one to watch, essentially. That's, the Guru hypes him up. And then our main event, it's a tag match, sorry. Aldis and Seth Whitehead taking on Going Costal. The match is going to go 20 minutes as well. And in the end, California Love Machine will hand Seth Whitehead his second ever loss in CZCW via a roll-up, open, called, slow build, clean. California Love Machine rolls him up, gets the victory. We'll use our creative finish that we have. It's a bit of a gamble. Fuck, I thought it was a good one. Shit. It's Frankie that has the good one. Damn you. Damn you, you fuck. Alright. I'm not risking it then. Oh my lord. Seth Whitehead, take a job without fucking crying challenge. Dude, really? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Fucking literally. Did I call it? I didn't mean to call it. Whoops. Jesus Christ. This is literally what it's like booking AEW. Alright, but yeah, Seth is Furioso. He's just, that's the final shot we see ending before the pay-per-view. We see Seth Whitehead furious as Going Coastal celebrate with the fans. It's the final shot before the pay-per-view. The new Maki Jannetty. It's already fucking begun, guys. It's already fucking begun. It'll never end. Egos in a 64 save are just fucking bread and butter. I mean, goddamn. It never fucking ends. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, we open this edition of Coast to Coast with a bit of a unique angle. We do a cold open, and as we know, we haven't acknowledged this on the TV show yet, but these are tapings. The last episode was taped right before this one, so the way we open this show is with a video package within, like, the bottom right corner. It says, what happened off the air last week. And what happened, as we remember, we saw Seth Whitehead leaving the ring after California Love Machine called him out for the pay-per-view. And to kick off the show, we continue the angle. As Seth Whitehead, we see him walking to the back in California Love Machine. He's got a microphone, and he says, "No, where you going, Seth? Come on, meet me in the ring. Be a man. Fight me in the ring. Come on." And Seth Whitehead never comes out, but Aldis Blackfrere appears on the Tron, and he calls out California Love Machine. He says, look, the only way you're going to get to face Seth Whitehead is if I get to face Frankie Boy in a tag match in the main event of next week's shows. And, he, like, essentially, Frankie said a lot of fucking things that he's going to regret, and I want to get my hands on him early. So you can get an early taste with Seth Whitehead if you give me an early taste with Frankie Boy. And then he leaves, and that's how we end the opening angle. Opening match, we have a preview match for the two tag team matches that are happening at the pay-per-view. As this match goes 10 minutes and 11 seconds, and the team of Gangster Nation and El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. defeat the team of Inner City Express and the Beach Boys when Waylon Walls pinned Chet Chavez with the jumping double arm DDT. This match got a 60. El Jaguar did the best. But yeah, the Gangster Nation get a huge victory going into their tag team title match. And we finish this segment with Gangster Nation trying to pose with the tag team titles, but as they're picking them up, El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. also grab a piece of each tag team title. And there's a quick tug of war between the two teams when eventually Luis and Jaguar, they let go of the belts and they say, you know what? No. You two have worked for this company. You've poured your blood, sweat, and tears into Coastal Zone. You can have your moment at the pay-per-view, but we will get those tag team titles immediately from you. So enjoy the moment while you can, but we got next, essentially. We got next. 39 rated Angle. We then have Going Costal. They cut a promo from the back where essentially they say, Aldis, Seth, you're on. You guys are pissed off. You guys think that you two are pissed off going into this pay-per-view. We are too. We'd be more than happy to take you on in the main event tonight. Strap up your boots, lace your shit up, and get ready because you're going Coastal, or some cheesy fucking promo. We then see the SoCal Savages taking on the team of Zell Quinn and American Flash, and the story of this match is that even though American Flash said that he was going to put his morals aside and team with a man that he just does not agree with, when it came to the Q crew trying to come in and cheat during the match, American Flash just couldn't do it. They'd try to slide in weapons and American Flash would throw them out of the ring. They'd try to distract the ref and American Flash would send them off the apron. But eventually it was American Flash's good nature that cost Zell Quinn and him the match here tonight, as Frankie Paris submits Zell Quinn with the P-clutch after 14:45. And after a loss, what do the Q crew do? The Q crew do they thing, and that is beat down American Flash. But American Flash is saved by the team of Kira Lee and Sky Hermosa. They try to make the save. They're feuding with the Q crew. Even though American Flash just took on their tag partner at the pay-per-view, they don't like the Q crew. The Q crew did this to them, so they're trying to take them out. So the the California Dreams tried to make the save, but they are still kind of outnumbered. The Q crew got if I can find an abbreviation. The crew, I'll just do the crew. The crew had a head start, beating down American Flash, so the numbers advantage is still pretty much in their favor. And eventually, the SoCal Savages, they were watching this unfold from the ramp, but eventually Johnny Perez, the babyface he is, does run in to make the save. Even though he just faced American Flash, he makes the save, fends off the Q crew, and helps American Flash up. American Flash shakes his hand, gives him a hug, like a little apology, I guess, for teaming with Zell Quinn. But Frankie Perez, noticeably absent from this, watching the entire thing unfold from the ramp, refusing to help out American Flash as he walks to the back, and that's how this angle ends. We then cut backstage. These promos are doing fucking horrible, but it is Coastal Zone. This is what we're used to at this point. Heartbreaker, he cuts a promo. He says, "Look, Hugh, I only did what I had to, alright? I don't know why. I don't know why she didn't see it in me. She said I was giving ick. I had little dick energy. That's fine. Okay, she doesn't know me well. Maybe that's her first impression. I don't blame her for thinking that because I'm so ugly and gross, but at the pay-per-view, I took you out against Seth Whitehead because at the pay-per-view, I need to make an example out of you. I need to show her that I don't have little dick energy. In fact, I give masculine. I give big and strong. I don't give ick, alright? So at the pay-per-view, I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to win her over by looking so macho and manly that she'll have no choice but to fall in love with me." So yeah, that's the final match pre-booked for the pay-per-view. Heartbreaker versus Hugh, they ask. Winner gets Joanna Silver's heart, apparently. But yeah, we then go to the ring where it is time for Carlos Barrera and Mask Cougar. And it's a fucking close match. It goes about 20 minutes. And very even the entire time. But in the end, we have another ref bump. And this time it's way more obvious than when the ref went down in the American Flash match. When the ref went down, it looked like an accident, but this time it doesn't look like an accident. It looks like an intentional thing done by Mask Cougar, as Fox Mask then gets into the ring with a chair, looking to cheat to win, just like they did against American Flash. But American Flash runs in to make the save, takes out Fox Mask, prevents them from cheating. The ref gets up. Carlos Barrera hits the Curb Your Enthusiasm to get the victory, beating Mask Cougar here. 1, 2, 3. Carlos Barrera with a huge victory, going into the 4-way #1 contenders match. at the pay-per-view. He was the dark horse going into this match. Now it doesn't look like it so much. Carlos has proven that he can hold his own against main event talent. But that's not where this angle ends, because American Flash tries to raise up Carlos Barrera's hand in victory, and Carlos yanks it down. He gets right in American Flash's face and says, "I didn't need your help. I didn't need your help. I could take on 3 of those old motherfuckers at one time. It looked like I needed help. I didn't need it. Next time I want charity, I'll fucking ask for it." And he leaves. Carlos, even though we all just saw that Carlos has earned this title match, has earned his spot in this title match, Carlos wanted to do this on his own. Even if he was going to lose, he felt he didn't need help. He did. But yeah, not happy with American Flash after that. We then have a quick promo, a video package where the Guru talks about the upcoming Extreme title match, and he puts over both men huge. He talks, essentially says, Tigre, ever since the Wildcats were forced to disband, Tigre Salvaje Jr. has really broken out. He's probably the biggest breakout star in Coastal Zone this year so far. He has done incredible stuff. He's beaten top names. He's proven that he is more than anyone thought he would ever be during the Wildcats. But you can't talk about breakout stars without talking about his opponent, Tony DeWonderful, who has been coined the future of this company for a reason. He has been coined the next big thing in CZCW because he is the next big thing in CZCW. As great as Tigre Salvaje Jr. has been, there is a very, very good chance that we see a huge upset and a new Extreme Champion at the pay-per-view. Essentially, he says this is a match that you do not want to miss. Just a quick video package hyping up our opening match at the pay-per-view. And then it's time for our main event, Going Coastal versus Black Fair and Seth Whitehead. Oh my god, this did horrible. This got a 55. Holy shit. That's crazy. Why did that happen? Wow. 55. California forgot the script. Damn. Segment rating was penal. Alright. Damn, that's crazy. Alright, this match got a 55. Frankie Boy was really off his game. Black Fair's got a gimmick that's getting stale. Yeah, didn't go how I wanted it to rating-wise, but, storyline-wise, after 20 minutes and 15 seconds, California Love Machine got a quick roll-up on Seth Whitehead, giving Seth Whitehead his second ever loss in CZCW since his debut. His first one coming to Frankie, now his second one coming to the team of Going Coastal at the hands of California Love Machine, getting the roll-up pinfall. Yeah, Seth Whitehead has now suffered his second loss, and the final shot that we get going into the pay-per-view is Seth Whitehead looking fucking pissed off, as Going Coastal celebrate with the fans. Before we finish the show, I don't want this shit to... I don't think we need gimmicks, right? We don't need gimmicks. Yeah, Amy St. James doesn't have a gimmick, so let's undo... Let's just drop all this as gimmicks since he's only got... Did I... Oh my fucking... All this, you bitch, dude. What about Tweak? Fucking... These assholes gave him creative control. I didn't know that you could do that. That's crazy. I did not know you could use creative control to fuck over my ratings, you asshole. Alright, well that's frustrating. That's really frustrating. So the pay-per-view match is probably going to get a decent penalty that it shouldn't, which is really upsetting. But, overall, the overall show got a 59 because Seth Whitehead was being a politicking prick, apparently. No, that main event bombed really badly, which is a huge shame. But, yeah, that's gonna do it for, these tapings. We made $52, though. $52. That's nice. We didn't gain any pop. Bit of a shame. It is what it is. Yeah. Jerome, if you think Joshua Taylor is going to... Oh, my God. I like how when I unmute the chat, it fucking shows every single message like that. If you think that Joshua Taylor won't be as much of a politicking prick as Seth Whitehead, then I got bad news for you. He will be just as bad, if not worse, than Seth Whitehead. Alright. Yes, I got Mystery Men to hire. Oh, it's just Pride. Okay. Whew. I don't want to lose Frankie Perez. Okay. It's my dog. He wants out of the room again. Alright, DD. I've gotten up like 4 times for you, buddy. You never want to stay in here for longer than a minute, bud. Alright. Even with a pass the torch deal, yeah. I don't think he'll take it. Let's see. I will take a pass the torch deal. Yeah, I don't know. These wrestlers are too insecure. Damn straight. Damn straight. I don't know if I want Joshua Taylor though. He'd also cost a lot more money. Yeah, he'd cost a lot more money. Alright, like I said, once we start making more money, once money starts to become fake in CZCW, I'll be more lenient, but I feel eventually we will have Joshua Taylor. I think it's too early though. I even just replacing him, I don't think it's worth it. How old is Seth? Like 31? Seth is not, we are not worried about Seth's age. Seth is very young. He's 29. He's as much of a prick as he's being, he's a bit of a bargain. Okay, but real quick, I do have some mystery signings to make. So you guys get my booking picture for a minute here. I'm gonna make these signings because I'm not gonna spoil it, but I do not want you guys to know who I'm picking up. So yeah, enjoy Fox Mask wrestling someone for a couple minutes. Yes, I will. You fucking want your travel? Fuck you, man. Alright, boom, boom. Damn. Damn. Alright. Okay, there we go. That's one person. How much will you work for? Everybody wants their goddamn travel covered. Alright, more merch. You can have a little more merch. That's fine. And, alright. Cool. No more. Funny how Seth Whitehead's gimmick is living. How Seth Whitehead is living Fox Mask gimmick. Alright. God damn it. Everybody wants their goddamn travel covered. Fuck you all. Fuck you and your fucking travel. Alright. So you guys are gonna see this picture a couple of times. When I still have to sign them. So when we see this light bulb, you're gonna see Fox Mask again. But yeah. Alright, cool. Cool, cool. Lo-fi still going? Lo-fi is still going. Alright. ABFI, there we go. There we go. Now I can see. Right there works. Okay. Thank you, Jefferson. I don't know what that is. I don't want to... Fuck. Alright, well, I don't trust it if I'm signing somebody. Oh, okay. It was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. Ellie de Graz. It was literally this. It was just telling me that. You're gonna... Fox Mask is gonna keep jump scaring you guys until all 3 of them are signed. I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk it. Alright. Oh my god, here we go. Who wants to see Fox Mask again? Frankie Paris also hired by Pride. Oh my god. I'll save the pay rise requests. Let me... I'll keep the... You guys will get a hint, alright? Alright. I'm not going to change their gimmicks, but I'm also going to try not to highlight it. So you guys might get hints, depending on how well you know these people. But Carlos wants a fucking pay rise. He's earned it. 52, he's earned it. He's been doing great. Also, yeah, all 3 of those guys have earned it. I hope no one saw that. That was a quick... Ugh. Oh. I forgot it was going to show that. Alright. Oh, dogs are going crazy. I think they'll calm down in a second. 5SSW hiring Katya Kornishkova is like you youngsters say based. Oh, Fox Mask. Welcome back, Fox Mask. Oh, both of them. Okay, so we can do both of them cleanly. Is Dean Daniels retired? I believe so. I'm pretty sure. I gotta... Let me change their fucking names. And then I will go downstairs to quiet these dogs. I think I need to open the garage now. Alright. They probably saw fucking... I already have Mystery Man 2. I'm at Mystery Man 3. Alright. Fox Mask is back. Alright, there we go. You can see the screen again. I will be right back in a minute. Alright, sorry, I had to open the garage. Okay, we're back. Times of Trouble. What happened on Times of Trouble? Ooh, 86. Ooh, Monty Trescard main event? Main eventer Monty Trescard? I'd make fun of it, but it got a 92. So I can't make fun of it that much. I can laugh all I want until it gets a 92. Then I can't laugh. How am I supposed to laugh if it gets a 92? But yeah, Dean Daniels is retired. Don't trust me, I've tried. Dean Daniels is one of my favorites. One of my favorite mid-carders in Seaver's canon. Alright. Ooh, Yael Infierno. Not really any good matches, so I'm skipping. Boom Boom Jamaica lost his mask. Well, let's fucking give him a new render. Oh, are there no free pictures in... I don't think there are. Oh, there are. I lied. Alright, let's give him a mask. Or let's unmask Boom Boom Jamaica. That would work. Because Boom Boom Jamaica's got, like, dreadlocks, right? Yeah, Boom Boom Jamaica. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. He's already unmasked. Sorry, this is just me. World building. Boom Boom Jamaica. There we go. Lost his mask. Alright. Scout's got a mentor or something. 7 days till Surf Slam. Let's see if I gotta move the day around. Boom, boom, Jamaica, boom, boom. Jamaica, it's Jamaica. I was trying to do the Colt Cabana theme song. CWA pay-per-view, 92, banger. Ooh, Ed Stone and Cameron Vesey main event. Ooh. That was close. What, does that fuck with me now? No. No, it doesn't. Events and TV. Okay. So I have to move it to Thursday? Oh my god. Look at that, they perfectly fucking gridlocked me. They've perfectly gridlocked me. That's annoying. Oh, wow. I gotta do... Fuck, man. I gotta do Surf Slam on Thursday, and then I gotta fucking... That's annoying. Well, when's the tours over? This tour hasn't even started. What about the 5 SSW tours? They haven't started either. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Why are they gonna prioritize fucking 5 SSW over us? Alright. Whatever. I guess no California Dreams on the fucking... on the next Coast to Coast tapings. Thursday the fucking 16th. That's crazy work. That's actually crazy. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. Wow. Doing the pay-per-view on a Thursday. What is this? Triple H inducted himself into the Hall of Fame. Isn't he already in the Hall of Fame? Fucking... Okay. He put himself in the Hall of Fame? That's really funny. Alright. That's so lame. That's so lame. Links. Oh shit, this guy's good. This guy's good. Fucking Links is good. Bulldozer Brandon. Yeah, he's staying. Fans amazed by Amika Miyoshi. I know. You don't gotta tell me twice. Alright, Frankie. Oh, they left. Okay, that's fine. The Wrestle World deal's expiring. I don't think we can get a better fucking venue. Right? I mean, all of these people want medium. I mean, once we get medium, I'll happily fucking join one of these, but until then. Oh, 3 regions in Mexico, that's why. Um, 32 and 10, 30 and 10. Yeah, we just got to keep upping with Wrestle World essentially. What is this? Our coast to coast. All right, another 3 months. Works for me. 2 days until Surf Slam. 2 days. 2 days. Okay. Duke Freeman started screaming at someone. Miriam Vega's not a wrestler. Alright. One more day and it's Surf Slam. Devious Dr. Fang. Devious Dr. Fang. Fang and Pang. Alright. Oh my fucking god, Troy Tornado's also leaving. He's getting added to the short list. He's like I said, once we start making real money, like we're not gonna be at a loss. Once this pay-per-view revenue, broadcast pay-per-view revenue comes in, we'll be fine. But, dude, once we start making real money, we're bringing in fucking some good people. All right. Who do I want to... Who's a young lion? Let's see, wrestlers. I'll give all the young lions the night off. Except Fox Mask 2. He might need to be here. Yeah, you're not booked. 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 And you're not booked. So, Fox Mask 2, you gotta stay. Alright. Generic venue. On Wrestle World. Alright. So, let me look. Okay. So, yeah, I need some finishes. Thanks. I need some good... Okay, here we go. Alright. I want, like, 2. Near certainty for Simon Waves. That works. Simon Waves is such a random pull. Let's just go for one more. Big gamble, not worth it. Alright. Alright. What happened backstage? Frankie Perez and Waylon Walls were spending a lot of time together. Heartbreaker ran some drills. Fox Mask ran some drills. Malik Cash had a fun atmosphere backstage. Nice. Tony the Wonderful was brought along Wrestler's Court moaning. Okay. Eureka LaBelle pulled a tasteless rib. Nice. Good for him. Let's team Lee Bond. Me and Fox Mask got mad at each other. That's a shame. Alright. I'm putting Fox Mask back on the screen. I'm booking the pay-per-view. You guys don't get to know what happens. Sorry. First things first, I'm going to... No, why would I need a new fucking gimmick? Alright. I'm going to unmystery my men. Alright. Yep. No. Alright. Make sure that they are a team. Your neighbor came in to complain about a dog barking. You told him you don't have a dog. He then went on a rant that you don't have a dog. Was he complaining about my dog? Because my dog was barking pretty loud. That's fucking weird. It's a weird fucking event. Okay. Alright. Opening the show, we're going to have Tony versus Tigre. That's going 10 minutes. You go over. Steal the show. Alright, then we're going to have the 3v3. Alright, it's going 13 minutes. You go over you. Script. Alright. Pre-book. Okay. Right, there we go. What a weirdo. That's the best way to put it. Alright. Add an angle. Was that Heartbreaker? Did Heartbreaker complain that you need a dog? Is that what happened? Because that would make sense. He doesn't really know how to fucking keep his hands to himself. Alright, then we're doing ICX versus Jaguar and Luis. This is going 14 minutes. Alright. You can go over you. I don't think Ice can call it. No, they can't. Alright. Then we're going to have Heartbreaker and Hugh. This one's going 16 minutes. You're going over. I doubt Heartbreaker can call it. I fucking doubt Heartbreaker can call it. Yeah, no way. No fucking way. Someone just left a comment on the video where Air Raid Siren kicked Heartbreaker right in the dick. And I quote, that person said Air Raid Siren is so real for that. Air Raid Siren might be a huge baby face. Let's fucking go. Alright. Tag title match. 15 minutes, so we're gonna slow build it. You can go over you. Open. I know you're still on the spoiler screen. I'm booking it. I'm still booking. I'm just talking out loud so you guys don't think I left you all alone. I'm not running the show. Alright, use the creative finish. And then I need you. Alright. No spoiling pay-per-view. Exactly. Alright, and that's gonna go 2 minutes. This one, I don't know if they can cut a promo. I don't think so. Let's see. I mean, they can kind of cut a promo, but not really. Alright. Background player. Okay, 2 minutes. Scriptedly fine. Alright, then we're doing Seth Whitehead and Callie. Going 20 minutes. Alright, you're going over. Nope. Okay. Book that. Then we're gonna alliance titles. Now that I know that fucking Aldous Black Frere won't let me fucking change his gimmick, we are absolutely not having this main event. This will be the semi-main. Alright. That belt. You're winning. Open called, slow build clean. Yes, I'm aware. Okay. Boom. Boom. That many. That. It'll be a generic promo. Alright. And the main event 4-way. 24 minutes. You are going over. You can take the loss. Actually, they can figure out who fucking takes the loss. I don't care. I don't care. True DeGeorgians do need snacks. That is a true. Give this man a true. Give this man a true. Alright. Put the creative finish on the main event. What is the problem? Pee-wee's got too much booking to do? Or fucking refereeing? Then don't fucking do so much refereeing, Pee-wee. God. Oh, my arm hurts. Shut up. Alright. Then I can pre-book that. I'm almost done, I promise. I promise I'm almost done. Yes, I'm aware. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Alright, so you on that. You on that. That. And that. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Book 150 minutes. 150 minutes. Save. Let me just make sure I can't use any of these creative finishes. I could do a bit of a... I'm not doing it on a pay-per-view. Alright. Cool. Sorry, that took longer than usual. But the pay-per-view will not be spoiled. I have finished pre-booking. So, time to run this pay-per-view. Alright, so we kick off the pay-per-view with the very exciting and very fast-paced match for the Extreme Championship. Tigre Salvaje Jr. versus Tony the Wonderful. It goes 7 minutes and 37 seconds, and it was an X Division style, boom, 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 high speed, fast match. Both men got their shit in. It did pretty well in spite of the fact that neither man, they didn't click. It made for an awkward bout. But in the end, Tony the Wonderful, he really shone in this match. He did really well, but it wasn't enough to get the upset as Tigre Salvaje Jr. hits the Salvaje suplex, gets his first defense of the Coastal Zone Extreme Championship. 62 rated match. Really good way to start the show. Tony the Wonderful's hitting 40s already, so slowly but surely we are going to be getting Tony the Wonderful over. Up next is the 3v3, where if the team of Johnny Perez and the California Dreams can get the victory here on the next episode of Coast to Coast, Johnny Perez will get Zell Quinn one-on-one in a cage match on Coast to Coast, and that is exactly what happens as the Q Crew come up short. They try everything. They try distracting the ref. They try bringing in objects. They try pulling up the tights, feet on the ropes. They kept trying, but if they put their feet on the ropes, then Kira Lee would be right there to knock their feet off. If they tried to distract the ref, then Johnny Perez would be right there to get the ref back on track. All the shenanigans the Q Crew pulled did not work. In the end, Johnny Perez hits the triple jump tornado DDT, gets the victory, and he will get his cage match on the next Coast to Coast. A cage match on weekly TV. Johnny Perez and the California Dreams successfully win. 54 rated match. Couple people were off their game. Shit happens. We cut backstage where American Flash, he tries to apologize to Frankie Perez. He's like, look, I was being a cunt. I'll be honest. I don't have any problems with you. You're right. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But let's not fucking be hostile towards each other. We got enough to focus on. Let's just fucking bury the hatch. We don't have to be friends, but we can just fucking, get our shit done. And Frankie looks right at him, and he says, you are spending way too much time worrying about what other people do. You need to focus on yourself, because you are slipping down this card, and there are so many people on this roster that are chomping at the bit to be in the spot that you're in, and you're too busy focusing on whatever the fuck I'm doing, or whatever the fuck Johnny's doing, or Zell's doing, or Cougar's doing. Focus on yourself, or you will continue to lose your spot. Please leave me alone. That's the angle. Pretty harsh from Frankie Perez. But yeah, up next we have the Inner City Express versus the team of El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. And in a shocking upset, the Inner City Express get the victory. I'm sure El Jaguar and Luis Montero Jr. were the favorites going into this match, but the Inner City Express get the victory. After losing to Gangster Nation at Welcome to the Coastal Zone, they get a huge comeback victory. After 11 minutes and 46 seconds, Jay Becker hits the rocket launcher on Luis Montero Jr., and they win. El Jaguar had an incredible performance, but tonight was the night for the Inner City Express. They get a 63. Up next, we have Heartbreaker trying to prove to the world and to Joanna Silver that he is a Chad. He is not a virgin, but a Chad, and he's going to beat Hugh Dask so decisively that Joanna Silver will fall in love with him. It did not happen, as Hugh Dask makes quick work of him. Not quick work, but after 14 minutes and 10 seconds, he hits the cutthroat driver and wins. Heartbreaker foiled once again. Even Stevens cannot get a victory here. Poor guy just will never find the proper girl. Hugh Dask has probably found the love of his life in Joanna Silver. But, yeah, no, did not happen. Heartbreaker could not get the victory. 55 rated match. And up next are the Coastal Zone Tag Team titles up for grabs, as the Beach Boys have to defend once again against Gangster Nation. And this match I had set going 15 minutes. These two teams go to absolute war with each other. They hold nothing back. Gangster Nation, they're trying as hard as they can. They want to successfully get their first ever tag team title reign in CZCW. But everything that they do, the Beach Boys match their aggressiveness bar for bar. They are not the tag team champions for no reason. Simon Waves and Chet Chavez are one of the best teams that we have to offer. We don't get to showcase them that much because it's constantly, what are their challengers going to do? Who are their challengers? But the tag team champions are champions for a reason. But in this incredible match between these two teams, it all comes crashing down when out of nowhere, after the ref goes down, we see 3 men come out and attack Gangster Nation. 3 men important to CZCW's history, as Jackpot Jordan, Jake Idol, and Air Attack Weasel come out of nowhere and cost Gangster Nation the match. They run in, they take out Waylon Walls and Simon Waves and screw them over. Jackpot Jordan, Jake Idol, and Air Attack Weasel are back. This technically makes defense number 9 for the Beach Boys. However, they laid out both teams. They come in, they lay out Gangster Nation, they lay out the Beach Boys, they drag Simon Wave's body over Waylon Walls, wake up the ref counts to 3, and then they continue their assault on the teams. And they stand tall. Returning to Coastal Zone Championship Wrestling is Rich and Famous and Air Attack Weasel. Why are they here? We don't know. They don't give an explanation. They just make it clear that they are back to take these Coastal Zone tag team titles. Making a huge statement, costing Gangster Nation their first ever tag team title reign, and re-solidifying their spot in CZCW on their first night back. Up next, we have Seth Whitehead versus California Love Machine. This match goes 20 minutes and 16 seconds. I, honest to God, do not know why Seth Whitehead's matches just are doing horribly. Is it because he lost one fucking match? Oh, and California Love Machine can't follow a fucking script. Oh, man. Alright. California Love Machine is really fucking me up here, man. Whatever. I mean, Seth Whitehead, I don't want to... whatever. We can't jump to conclusions yet because his individual performances are great. This had all the makings of a great match, but for whatever fucking reason, these segment ratings with Seth Whitehead are just not going well. However, it's also on California Love Machine. He can't follow a fucking script. Seth Whitehead can't call it in the ring. I don't know. I don't know what to say. All I know is what happened in kayfabe, and what happened was after 20 minutes and 16 seconds, tonight, Seth Whitehead was the better man. Look, he might not be the cleanest wrestler in the world. He might not be a babyface here in CZCW, but Seth Whitehead is for sure one of the best competitors that this company has to offer. Despite all the backstage politicking that this guy does, he backs it up in the ring. He might be a complete prick and asshole to everyone that comes across him in kayfabe, but when push comes to shove, he can back up his words. So, 56 rated segment as we go into the COTT World Championship match. And this is the rating we've been looking for, a 72 rated match, as we see Frankie Boy Fernandez make defense number 5 of the COTT World title. I think defense number 2 here in Coastal Zone exclusive matches. But a great match. Aldous Blackfrere did pretty well for a guy that is not a regular here in Coastal Zone. They don't even click, and it still got a 72. So, shit did great. 20 minutes and 30 seconds, Frankie Boy Fernandez hits the dirt nap to make defense number 5 of the COTT World title. And after the match, despite everything that was said and done between these two men, in true Confederation of the Territories fashion, they end their feud and interaction with a handshake. They do respect each other as competitors. And yeah, it's time for the main event, as we're going to determine a new number 1 contender for Frankie Boy Fernandez's Coastal Zone Championship. Fatal 4-way between American Flash, Carlos Barrera, Frankie Perez, and Masked Cougar. All men both have a claim and a not claim for the world title. American Flash is one of the top names. He's the biggest homegrown name that this company has to offer, but he did suffer a loss to Masked Cougar at the last pay-per-view. Masked Cougar beat him at the last pay-per-view, however, thanks to enlarged help from Fox Mask, so the win was pretty tainted. Frankie Perez lost a world title match not that long ago, but he hasn't lost that much since. He beat Zell Quinn at Welcome to the Coastal Zone. And Carlos Barrera, hot off of a really strong, dominant reign as Coastal Zone Extreme Champion. Really bringing that belt to new heights, bringing himself to new heights. He's finally ready to take a next step. Can he shock the world? He is the dark horse in this match, despite getting a victory over Masked Cougar on the go-home show. Who gets the victory here tonight? The match goes... It gets a 77, beautiful match in 21 minutes and 23 seconds. It is Masked Cougar who gets the victory. He will get a rematch for the Coastal Zone World Championship. Him and Frankie Boy Fernandez faced off in the first ever episode of this save. Masked Cougar will get a rematch. He went from old living legend babyface at the start of the save to now shit eating. I've been saying shit eating during this entire recording session. I think the term I'm trying to look for is Weasley shit or something. I don't know. I'm thinking of an exact term that like Brian Alvarez used to use a lot, but I don't remember exactly what he would say. But yeah, his character has done a 180 since the last time him and Frankie Boy Fernandez faced off. But yeah, great main event, 77 rated main event. Masked Cougar with a 79 performance. He definitely had the performance of this match. American Flash did really well. Frankie Perez did well. Carlos Barrera, he didn't break 70, but anything above 60 in my eyes means you held your own. He did pretty well for his first real main event match. But yeah, this is the second fucking 4-way in like the past 2 weeks that I've ran on this channel to main event a pay-per-view, and it did really well. Obviously, it wasn't as good as the one in the 5SSW save, but yeah, this 4-way did really well. Masked Cougar will get a world title match against Frankie Boy Fernandez at Battle on the Beach. And Frankie Boy comes out to go face-to-face with his new number 1 contender when he is jumped from behind by Fox and Fox 2. The Coastal Kings lay him out. California Love Machine does not make the save. He was choked out by Seth Whitehead. He is in no condition to come out and save his brother, his tag team partner. The Coastal Kings lay Frankie Boy Fernandez out, and they stand tall to end Surf Slam. Frankie Boy Fernandez has a brand new challenger in the form of the first challenger he had in this save. And that is the final shot of Surf Slam. Overall rating is a 77. Pretty good show. Main evented really well. Thank you. Seth Whitehead, you are just the fucking greatest of all time, Seth Whitehead. Chet Chavez, you're awesome too. I think somebody else was upset. Kira Lee, I think it was. I don't remember. I think it was Kira Lee. I'm trying to use these to not unpiss them off. We made a lot of money on that pay-per-view. That's good to see. Good to know that we're making a shit ton of money on ticket sales. But, yeah, so I'm going to let me, first off, how did we do here? 51 in the Southwest. We're inching ever closer to that medium rating. We're inching ever closer. Last time I checked on the finances, I think we were at like minus 7,000. We make a lot of money in we're kind of, ever since upping the production, we're kind of making a loss on these, coast to coast, tapings right now, but we more than make up for it in, pay-per-view ticket sales. So let me see where, oh yeah. I think next month we'll be able to finally... I have one more appearance for Black Frere. I have one more appearance for Aldous Black Frere. Okay. Sweet. Alright, it was these three. I'm just gonna have to keep fucking praising them. But yeah, no. So we had to run that pay-per-view on a weird day. Here is the predicament that I am in going into the next Coast to Coast. I have to make a choice between Kira Lee and Ellie or Frankie Perez. I mean, I think it's obvious that we just have to do our first show without Kira Lee and Ellie. Our first two tapings. But yeah, next episodes will be a standard build. 2 tapings of Coast to Coast back to back. We will have Aldous Black Frere for the first tapings at least. Maybe I'll do something with that. I don't know. That would be fun, I think. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else I want to talk about other than we made a lot of money in ticket sales, which is really cool. Was that our best pay-per-view? I don't think so. It was our best pay-per-view. Tied for our best overall show, because that one episode of Coast to Coast did really fucking well for some reason. What was on that Coast to Coast? Yeah, Going Coastal versus El Jaguar and Luis. Fucking, what a shocker. Did incredible. Who would have guessed? Yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode of the Push for Relevancy. Kind of a lesser pay-per-view, I know. But you gotta have those occasionally. Occasionally you need a pay-per-view with, especially coming off of a pay-per-view like Welcome to the Coastal Zone. You need those building block pay-per-views. Obviously, seeing as it was our second best show, it produced value. It was a good watch. But in terms of storyline progression, it was a lesser one. But yeah, main eventing. Battle on the Beach will be Masked Cougar and Frankie Boy Fernandez for the Coastal Zone Championship. We also have the cage match between Zell Quinn and Johnny Perez to look forward to on the next Coast to Coast. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this edition of CZCW, and I hope you all come back for the build to the next pay-per-view. Alright, cool. That is the recording. Nice. 16.2 outro. Alright. I feel like... Here, let me... You guys ready to see the YouTube chat explode? No, it didn't do it. Oh, well. I thought the YouTube chat would explode again right here. Oh, well. I feel like Luis Jr. has lost a lot. Give him a win over Blackfrere? Maybe. See, the issue is, I don't know. I don't know. Having all this for an extra night seems like a lot of fun. I don't know what I could do with it, though. That's the thing. But yeah, no. Rich and Famous are back. Jackpot Jordan, Jake Idol, and Air Attack Weasel are all back. What could they want? Who knows? I hope that was a fun surprise. But Rich and Famous have returned. Did somebody used to manage them? I could have sworn they used to be managed by somebody. I can't. It doesn't seem like it. But yeah, no, I've brought them back. I've brought back Jackpot Jordan, Jake Idol, and Air Attack Weasel. I have an idea. You gotta just let me cook with it. Air Attack Weasel seems completely out of left field. You just gotta trust me. Have the roster hit their finishers on him while Foxmask gets on the mic and says IPW is full of bitches and marks. That is... Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I don't know if I want all this Blackfrere to, like, job on his way out, if that makes any sense. Because then it just, like, immediately diminishes whatever Frankie Boy just did. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think I'm going to call the stream here, though. I think I'll add these to the... What's the word I'm looking for? I will add these to the GDS page probably right after this stream. So if you guys want them, just go to the GDS page in about like 30 minutes. Just give me a little bit of extra time. I'll make a thumbnail for this stream, and then I will add these two logos to the GDS page if you guys want them. So, you know, yep. And then maybe in like a stream or two, maybe in like another stream or two, I will make the save points for this save available too as well. I want to build up a decent bit of save points before making them public. Yeah, a lot of people seem to appreciate me doing that for 5SSW, so I thought I'd do that for Coastal Zone as well. You know, TEW gave me the option to do that, so I thought I might as well. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I will see you guys next